Hey guys, okay, Nash Progressive. Sorry, major technical difficulties. I have no idea what's going on with YouTube, but I finally made it to 1,000 subscribers. Thank God! Yay!
Woohoo!
Yes! Woo! But for some reason now YouTube is not syncing with my OBS. So thank God Oz stepped in and helped me out here. Because I don't know what the hell I'd do without Oz. Thank God for Oz.
Thank you, bro.
But today is all about thanking everybody. And really, I want to find out, why did you subscribe to my channel? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't have a clue.
But I have 1,000 subscribers. Oh my God.
No, I just can't, hit the subscribe button. That's what I always do.
Yes.
The trigger.
Yeah.
There it was.
I gotta give a huge thank you to so many people for this. So many people. Oh my God. I don't even know where to start, but I know you have
let's
a list
start
there.
with Bernie Sanders.
What? Yeah, I guess when I really started out, it was Bernie Sanders. When I started out, it was totally Bernie Sanders. Jimmy Dore was huge. But no, really, recently, Graham Elwood. Oh my God.
Guy McPherson.
Chronicles. Guy McPherson. Yeah, that was actually my biggest video. With like 13,000 subs was Guy McPherson. That was my third interview ever.
Maggie May.
Yes, Maggie May. Oh my gosh, who doesn't love Maggie May? Oh my gosh. Okay, Graham Elwood. I've been on his show so many times. It's ridiculous. He's helped me out a ton. In fact, he got me back over 1,000 after I got to 1,000 thanks to Blake TV. Everybody watch Blake TV and all of his people. Beer Man,
Ron J. Tweety.
Yes, Tweety.
Dumbledore.
There's so many people in there. Eclectic Beard. Oh my God. Kevin Hester is here. Thank you for being here, Kevin. I would love if you would jump on. Oz is over there. I don't know if
you want to thank Sandy from Environmental Coffee House.
Absolutely, Sandy.
Derek Jensen.
Oh my God, how many times has Derek Jensen been on? Hey Oz, can you post in the comments the link, because I would really love it if Kevin Hester would jump on for my 1,000 subscriber thing. I don't know if he can, but if he can, I want him to be here, because he was like my 4th or 5th interview. I had him on pretty close after I had Guy McPherson. So that was, and Bamboo is here. Thank you. Bamboo is also somebody I need to thank for getting there. Good night, honey. Husband's going to bed. Love you.
Joey Santor.
Joey Santor. Yes. He was huge.
His real name, that's just his fake name. His real name is what is his real name? It's crime pays, but botany doesn't.
That's his fake name. Joey Santor is his real name.
Okay.
But Bamboo, okay. See that link? If you want to jump on Bamboo, do, because you are awesome. Bamboo is one of the people that also helped me get to 1,000K or 1K, whatever. And by the way, Whitney, welcome. Thank you. And
hi.
Jim.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I mean, I wanted to celebrate this on Monday, but unfortunately I had a really bad incident with one of our old-time residents here. One of our four-legged friends passed away. I had to make the hard decision to put her to rest. Um, it was tough. It was really hard, but she was one of my very favorite horses in the whole world. She was so special to me. But I was there. Her head was in my lap as she was going to the other side. So, there's that. But it was cool. Hi, Jennifer Withers. Ecos. Okay, I'm trying to read that name. It sounds like a really cool name. Ecos Fanat, like astronaut, but Ecos Fanat from near Philadelphia. Well, welcome from near Philadelphia. And CB, I always love to have you here.
It's Echoes of Not. She's the Echoes of Not.
Bamboo, I'd love to have you on when you can make it. Anytime. You are so fun. You would love Bamboo, and go check out his channel, Bamboo Soja. I'm probably going to say it wrong. Soja. He is so much fun. We talk some politics on Blake TV, which is another fantastic channel. Just fun. It's not. He's not a political channel generally. He's just. We got into politics, but he's not generally a political channel. But sorry, I have a room full of kids who need my attention, but I'll come back on the show after next week's episode of Nature Bats Class. You always say that after, but then I get busy. Damn it, Kevin. I want you back on so bad, but it'll be like a month before I have time to do anything special. So, but yeah, I'm going to hit you up after that. Because, we love Kevin Hester and
Thorstein Gore Vidal.
Thorstein, who has Climate Crush TV, which I forgot to put into the freaking description. Frozen Earth TV, I think. Is that right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Frozen Earth TV. Go see Climate Crush TV. He did a great job on that. Going South channel and also Talking South. He has some great interviews. Tanya gave her a good life and a compassionate end. Heart is with you. Thank you, Tanya. It was such a hard thing, that horse.
That's really tough, Chris.
Oh,
jeez.
That was the horse. This is the horse that told me she was giving birth.
Okay, yeah.
When she was giving birth. And right before she passed away, all the horses, it was like some fucking movie or something. All the horses, I don't know if I can explain it right, but her pen, there's a corner and then there's horses on this side, there's horses on this side. All the horses gathered around like they were running, and then they stood there vigil, and her baby was right there. Right there. Like they knew what was going on. Like, horses are so smart, and they knew what was going on, but her baby was right there. Last time she was down on Christmas Eve, her baby was right there standing by her the whole time. But yeah, she's the one that told me she was giving birth, like from out of nowhere. She's amazing horse. But she passed away. Her head was in my lap. I loved on her, and it was pretty quiet and peaceful, so it wasn't as traumatic as the last death we had. Oh, Sandy's here, but she was 35 years old. It's not as traumatic as a 7-year-old horse passing away. It's way less
Sandy
traumatic.
wants the link. Sandy wants the link.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, post it. Yes. Sorry, Sandy. Everything went to hell. I don't know what the YouTube is doing, but it wouldn't let me set shit up. I don't know what the hell. So there you go. There's the link. Anyway.
So you were talking about Monday night, and this didn't come out of the blue. Lightning.
All right. I'm here.
Hi, Sandy.
I don't know what the hell.
No, I got it. I'm here.
It still says Sam Mitchell on your.
Oh God! How do I fix that?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're
Rename.
You don't look like
It's
him.
kind of funny.
Maybe it's Sam Mitchell with a mask on.
Damn.
Damn,
That's-
that's what
there
I
you
was
go.
saying.
That's better.
Okay. I fixed it.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm really excited to have 1,000
Mm.
subs, and I just wanted to give everybody big thanks.
Hey,
especially
Sandy.
Sandy, and
Hi, Jim.
and we got to pass this torch along to Whitney
Yes.
with progressive weather and
Weather Girl.
and science talk with Jim Massa, and Oz. Oh my gosh. Okay. Roar
Okay.
Media with Oz. So we really need to pass this torch along, keep helping each other,
Amazing.
because that's what we
Hey,
do here.
everybody. Happy 1,000th, Chris.
Thank
Woo.
you. I owe so big thanks to Kevin from Black Bear News, you, Sandy.
Why
my
do I
gosh.
hear an echo?
I don't know.
Maybe you got a tuba in your house or French horn. No? Okay. She was saying that she was thinking you forgot Lord Hugh too. Very
Oh
important.
yeah, Lord Hugh. I
Very
think
important.
I sent him an invite, but that was with the link before everything went to hell. So
Well, he's probably crossing, the equator or something.
probably
No, it's the North Pole migrating over to Siberia.
Yeah.
this is the limp.
Magnetic
show is
North
getting
Pole.
us- Yeah. I sent one
Oh
to
my God.
Torstein too, but
It's
Torstein
Green
doesn't.
Pill TV, by the way.
It's what?
Green Pilled.
Green Pill TV?
Green Pill TV.
What is that?
That's Torstein.
Oh,
Okay,
it
maybe he
is?
changed it.
He changed it from
I don't know.
Frozen Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
God,
so
don't do that.
So
Damn
what
it.
he's saying is the red pill, the blue pill.
Environmental
green
coffee,
pill.
secret lover exposed.
I just woke up.
Oh my God, Torstein, you're such a who. Okay.
I like Green Pill TV. I think it's cool.
I like
Yes.
that too. Yes, green pill. We need the green pill over the red pill. That's for sure. William Martyr can always blame it on the chair leather.
There's a horrible echo. I don't know. I can't.
I'm not getting an echo right now.
I'm hearing
Is-
everybody 3 times.
I
Must
don't
be
know.
resonance frequencies.
I don't know. Red pill is pretty bad. Yeah,
I hear you
it
okay,
is.
Sandy. I'm not getting any echoes here.
I
I'm
don't
not
know
getting
why
any
I am.
either. I don't know why you're getting echoes,
I don't
Sandy.
know why I am.
Are you in
Those
3 different
things.
time zones?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
are you phasing in and out from parallel universes?
I just woke up, but I know that I'm hearing goofy stuff.
But you're so beautiful.
Okay, I'll shut
Well,
up.
that's because you're doing wacky weed.
Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy Vincent is also another person I need to thank because he was pushing me to get subs. Jeremy Vincent also has a channel, so go check him out. He's an overworked
Maybe I should
trucker.
go back out. See,
Good
now I'm
idea.
hearing it again.
Good idea. And bring us some of that wacky weed while you're gone. So go on out.
Go back and get us some of that.
I'm
and
going
then
to
come
go in
back.
and out.
No echo in Atoria. Atoria. I don't know if
Maybe it's time to
That is-
cue up Pink Floyd's
But-
echoes.
No, listen, seriously. If you are not subscribed to Jeremy Vincent, he does some really cool, fun videos. Thank you, Miss Gal. Okay, I'm gonna get Kevin Hester on again. I really want him on again. I've just been so busy with work.
Yeah, he's a
and
fun guy.
yes, and oh my God, the other Kevin from Black Bear News read out one of his stories that Kevin wrote. It was so good.
Yeah,
It
that was a
really
great
good.
story. And he had
Yes.
some graphs and stuff on there too.
Yes,
Fixed it.
I just listened to it while I was driving, so I didn't get to see all that. But absolutely go check out that. Black Bear News, which is another person I have to thank. Kevin of Black Bear News. He pushed my channel when I was trying to get up to 1,000, and he helped a lot. Graham Elwood helped a ton. I should be back on
How
Graham
many
Elwood.
people did we get out of my thing with you? 2?
Probably
Five?
It was more
Like,
than
at
that.
least 5.
Yeah, but on Facebook there's like I don't know, a lot
I
of views
know,
on that
but
video.
I don't know, but I'm such a hard person to like, I think.
Yeah.
No, you're not. That's stupid.
I
you're
think
the
so.
Mussolini of YouTube.
Oh, Jeremy Vincent, I did
So
too have
thirsty.
to because you are awesome. He's like a truck driver. He's an over-the-road truck driver, and
He's like a truck driver, or he is.
he is a truck driver. He goes over the road and does some pretty cool videos while he's doing that. And
Who is that?
Jeremy Vincent,
Mm.
he does some pretty cool videos. I like him. But Blake TV too. Blake TV is and Beer Man. Oh my god, I can't forget Beer Man. Beer Man is one of the best, and he also has a new channel, Trees Wiz. I think it's TREEZWI. Trees Wiz.
Yeah.
It's kind of his pot channel. He does a beer channel and then he does a pot
Oh
channel.
my god!
But he is awesome. He's a friend of the family. So
I'm trying to wake myself up with my vape here. My
there's
pot.
only 2 amounts of weed for this
It's
new
legal.
cycle. None and not enough.
Yeah,
I love it, William. Just invite Paul Beckwith to join. I would love to. I really need to get Paul on again. He said he would do another interview with me. So I just got busy with my work. So I'm having a really hard time finding time to schedule interviews outside of
Oh my god!
God, just doing my
Right.
regular stuff.
What?
Are you okay, Sandy?
I fell asleep, Chris, and I woke up late.
Aw.
Come on.
Aw.
Mm.
You have to get your beauty sleep, or how else?
No, I didn't sleep a lot last night. And I did
Oh,
a
I
lot-
didn't either. I
Oh,
didn't stay on
alright.
message, but hello. What do we discuss on this channel? Show bit
Well, what
hits.
do we discuss?
What do we discuss on this channel? Mostly we discuss
Everything.
climate, environmental destruction. What can we do about it? I don't know, just feelings about it. Like we talk about shit like that, just stuff.
And Val
Things.
talks crazy shit every once in a while.
Oh yeah, every once in a while we
Brings
get
up off
the
the
black
wall.
swan AI shit, and
They
sometimes we get into politics, sometimes we get into conspiracy theories. We get into all kinds of shit here. So yeah, that's it.
We're very open-minded here.
I just posted a video today talking about the wilderness
Aw.
under threat. You know how
Oh,
a lot of
yeah,
lands
talk
are just
about that.
What's
a
the
lot of
title of
lands
the
are just
video, bro?
being taken over and destroyed just for whatever, which
Yes,
ties into
we
my
will
carrying
discuss-
capacity video.
Yes, you have to watch Jim Massa, Science Talk with Jim Massa, and his carrying capacity video, and his recent video. What was it called?
Jim, I'm one of your Patreons, I think.
But yes, we will discuss Australia bushfires. In fact, we have Trisha from New Zealand who talks in great detail about the Australian
much so.
bushfires. She is very close to that and has friends and family involved in that. She knows a lot about it. So we do go in great detail into what's happening there, correct? Just go back to the last Monday Madness. Was it, or no, Friday, Freak Out Friday was the last one. And then the Monday Madness before that. And she will discuss all about the bushfires. So if you want to get close information to that. But thank you, William Martyr, for joining me from Graham Elwood. I'm going to be back on Graham Elwood really soon. And I want Jim Massa to be on Graham Elwood as well. I just haven't had a lot of time to set all that shit up.
Jim Moss has got to come on with me,
But
too.
everyone's
Yes.
invited up here to Fairbanks, which is
I'd
now
like
a
to come.
Really?
very
Oh,
balmy
that would be-
22 below.
I'd like to
God.
visit. I could
No.
come up there.
And it's going to get cooler next week.
Yeah.
Actually, what's going on is that the Arctic oscillation is is in a strong negative phase. So the airflow is more zonal versus meridional. So it's a kind of a tighter circulatory pattern. So the colder air is being more constrained at higher latitudes.
Oh God.
So it's,
Wow. Does
Not as
anyone
bad
know
as it used to
about
be.
the politics in India?
so it's not freezing
Wait.
cold, man, right?
The
It'll freeze
politics
your
in
nuts
India.
off.
Yeah.
Freezing cold is about 45 below.
I watched the World
Uh,
Economic Forum.
So
and
right
they
now it's
talked
at
about
22 below. Balmy.
balmy.
My nuts freeze at about
I
32.
can dig it there, Jim. I like it.
Post Oz, could
It's
you post?
attitude. It's
I
attitude.
don't know if Oz is still there.
I'm gone, Christine.
And we're gaining more daylight. That's
find
what I
it.
like.
Really?
Yeah, you're gaining more.
Does
weight.
anyone know about what's going on in India right now? There's some shit going on there.
I don't have a clue.
About what?
But I am
India.
not I am not up to date with it because of my
Yeah,
work
the World
schedule.
Economic Forum said India will be downgraded in growth. So will the United States, but China's growing. The whole growth paradigm. I've been watching those videos, and my God, it's like really a vision into how we're not changing.
I know.
matter what
Isn't
they
it
talk about,
fucked up?
Green energy. Oh, we're gonna do all this shit, but but everything is still based on growth.
I know.
Exactly.
Keep growing, and never mind that we can't do it.
Yeah, China's the Viagra of the earth.
Okay.
Hi, Scout. I see. I'm looking.
I
at
just
the-
posted the Zoom link again for anyone who wants to join. Again, this is a 1,000 sub celebratory thing, and all we're really talking about is, thank God, and we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
Christine, how long did it take you to get to 1K?
I started this channel on my birthday, 2018, and then I didn't really post till like 9 months ago. So
About a little over a year. 1 year.
I'm so sorry.
oh, you're yawning.
So a little over a
Sorry, I'm
year.
tired.
So in a little over 1 year, you were able to achieve 1,000 subs with all the
Only
restrictions,
because of all the help that I've
Yeah.
had.
but
all the
all
great
the
people.
restrictions and obstacles that YouTube put in front of you, and all the restrictions and obstacles with your job, and you through sheer determination, you're
The
able.
cheerleader is
and-
definitely.
Well, I know I am, but she's also going to be able to post messages, general messages on the YouTube bulletin board as soon as
Yes, I'm so excited.
soon
Once I figure out how to do that,
you got to figure out.
It's just under
gotta be able to-
community. That's all, Chris. Just go right
can
in.
you do it on your phone or do you have to do it on the
I'll
computer?
show it how to do. I do it on my phone or my computer, but my iPad I won't. I can't. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll show you on my channel. Okay.
Trump targets our country and China as well for taking advantage of being developing status, but frankly,
see
only
it, Chris?
China deserves.
Or is it backwards?
No, it's
Give a
it's
shout
read-
out.
Community.
What is that? Community? Okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't know if that. I tried to find it on my phone earlier today. It wouldn't show up. Okay,
Why?
guys, I don't know.
You know where your
I'll look
home,
at it.
your
but
home
let-
thing is? It's on the same line, top line of your home thing.
Well, you have a different thing. Okay, but wait,
Oh.
I want to find out what Shobit saying. I don't know if I'm saying her name or his name. I don't know.
No,
That
but
should be
see, yeah.
developing stats, but frankly, only China deserves to get off that tag. We are yet to grow much more. Okay.
Trump targets our country and China as well for taking advantage of.
Okay, I'm India. Okay, India is fucked.
CB.
I know India's fucked. And India is one of the fuck countries. And I don't
Who wrote
know.
that? Who's on here
As
right
well
now?
as taking advantage
Hi,
of being
Pink
developing
Barrier.
status, but frankly, only China deserves to get off that tag. We are yet to grow much more. Yeah, you are yet to grow much more. That's for sure. It's just, I don't know. I think other countries should grow less. And I don't know. It's so hard. I know our country is consuming and growing way more than they should. Oh, Pink is here.
Hey, Pink,
Zox is here.
And Zox, they're going after Glenn Greenwald now.
Yeah, Glenn Greenwald, mark my words, will be the next Assange, and Trump will not help him if Brazil arrests him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I don't have community on my thing on my phone.
All right. Well, you might have to like.
I have
re-download the
home
software.
videos, playlists, channels about. I have no freaking clue how to
Well,
get
then you
there.
might just have to re-download the software on your phone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sandy, how
clue.
long did it take you to get to over 1,000 subs?
Geez, I don't know. I didn't pay attention. Really, I really didn't. I just because our thing is Facebook, and we have the big followers.
And you have thousands on Facebook.
Yeah, but here was just a place for me to drop the videos. So I would just drop the videos, and I don't know, when I started paying attention was probably around when we had the tornado, maybe 2017. And so I'd say 1,000 maybe maybe in a year and a half.
Yeah, but you built quite an audience on Facebook, so you can't really judge it by your YouTube channel. Because you have a huge following on Facebook. Huge following on Facebook.
13.5, I think we have.
Yeah.
13.6.
So
I don't even
YouTube's
do anything on Facebook, but now I finally learned how to dual stream for the rest of them, because I'm going to be behind the scenes for a while.
Who's Theopax? If someone's there, speak up.
Because I'm next month is 1 year that I started my channel.
Deep diving.
And I've tried. I shared your stuff. I just have to bring you on.
Yes. Why aren't you two getting together, guys?
Because I'm a horrible procrastinator. And I do everything at the last minute. And I can't plan anything because I feel like shit 3/4 of the time. So
I actually have a saying to that. I don't procrastinate, but if you give me the time, I will.
Yeah, there you go.
That's me. That totally describes me. Oh my gosh. Okay, Pink says, hi, all deep diving scientists discover bubbling CO2 hot pot 200 feet under the ocean surface in the Philippines.
My girl Kim
Wow.
is with us.
Hey,
If
Kim.
there's one thing that scares the crap out of climatologists, it's this whole outgassing of whether it's CO2, especially methane, from the clathrates, the hydrates, what have you, from the permafrost, etc. That's what keeps climatologists up at night.
And the diseases
Paul
from
wants
that?
you on. Paul wants you on too, Jim. Okay, Whitney. Whitney,
Yes.
I love you. Tell us. Will you just I need to hear from you because you haven't spoken at all yet.
I got a question.
I have some
sir.
stories,
Yeah.
but you wanted to keep it lighthearted tonight, right?
Yes, yes. But Paul McGinley, Jim, Paul McGinley wants you on Head in the Box. So you have several invites to be on other channels. I suggest you take them.
Yeah.
Well, I suggest you take it.
Send me emails. Send me an email.
I will forward you his email, Paul. Okay, Whitney, tell me what you got
I'm here.
going
I'm
on.
ready to hop on anywhere just to talk stuff.
Talking climate. Well,
Okay, go ahead.
so there's like 3 topics, maybe 4. But are we
Good.
okay? We're going for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
go for it. Why
Okay,
not?
so I wanted to talk about Greta Thunberg's speech that she gave at the World Economic Forum. Basically, she's like lecturing the elite or the rich people again. You know, she.
Oh, I love it when she does that.
I was listening to her.
It's
So,
better when she takes down Trump.
Yeah. So she was like responding to him in her speech, you know, because Trump's pledging to plant like 1 million trees, right? And she's like, we don't need to plant. Well, she says planting trees is good, but we need to do way more than that because, I mean, look at the Amazon, right? How are we gonna
Trump isn't
burning and how are we gonna recover essentially? And it's interesting. She keeps saying, you know, she said we don't need to lower emissions; they have to stop, right? So. And then she keeps referring, you know, nothing is being done. And then I had this thought, you know, she's surrounded by powerful people. And Prince Charles of the UK, I mean, I don't have anything against him necessarily, but he's proposing like an economic thing to incorporate climate change, but the issue is whether or not, you know, the whole idea of we can get out of this through capitalism and more growth. We're gonna make an economy out of climate change. So
That's what
yeah,
it's
and I
That's
wonder,
like, what the fuck?
yeah, that's what I'm starting to. At first, I was like, yeah, that sounds good, but now it's just like the more I listen to it, I'm like, I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, at first it's like, that
it
sounds
makes sense to
great.
them.
Make profit and still save the environment. At first, that sounds really
Right.
great.
I was like,
Until you break it down and think about each individual piece, and it's like, that's not gonna work. That's not
no,
eco reality.
Eco reality, yeah. It's not. It sounds good, but
It
I think
sounds
But
good.
just keep
pushing.
in mind though, she's what, 15, 16 years old.
16.
she's 17
I
now.
I know. Oh,
17.
Andre's here.
But still, she's
Yeah.
really.
Thank you,
You know-
Andre. Love you. He only has a second, so I just want to give a big howdy to Andre because he's awesome. Because even though he doesn't agree with everything we say, he still comes and says hey and supports us. So
You're right, Val.
Oh, gang signs.
we love Andre,
Climate change gang signs.
and he loves possums and has a pet possums. And it's
Oh, wow.
really cute.
Really?
He does. He does. He has a
Usually,
pet possum.
sorry, but possums are interesting creatures.
They're adorable. I love
You think?
them. Okay, yeah. And Anita says,
a
hi,
fun-
Val, Chris, Sandy, Whitney, Jim, and
Hi, Anita.
we have the bestest
drinking,
people
Val?
here. Don't tell me
I'm
that to
boring.
Bruno
Oh, wait.
Cruz.
I'm
The
drinking
wealthy only care about solutions that keep them in power. So going back to Greta real quick, and like Prince Charles and Obama's been pictured with Greta, and I had this like idea or like this thought is like the idea of she's being like used by these people
Yes.
or like
I don't know. I think she's
Yeah,
going
so-
along.
No, she's being used. She doesn't want to be used, and she
Right.
knows she's being used, and she spoke out against being used.
Yes.
She has the
she's
right
smart.
idea.
I
She's
think she's
very
strategic
smart.
in what she's
Yes.
doing.
I think so
Yes.
too. I think you're right.
I think
Strategic.
she's
talked
employing a
about it, though.
strategy, and she will prevail eventually, but it's going to take a while because
Yes.
of what we're up against. Even if she doesn't prevail, her strategy is she's using them as
Yeah.
much as whatever they
Sandy.
say.
Yes, she is, and she's making it clear. When she goes and talks, she doesn't kowtow to them. She's like, you can whatever about your politics and all that, and your big ideas and your plans. That's not important. Your fairy tales about eternal growth. She talks about that in her speeches. You just want to take, selfies with me. No, that's not what I'm there for. She knows people are using her, but she's using them back, and I love
Exactly.
that.
Well, that's
And
what I
she's
feel.
winning. She's winning.
Yes, I think she's winning.
With
I
these
think she's
work-
winning. Hello,
17
human.
girls.
Human's here, by the way. You got to say hi to human.
Hey,
I just want to.
Hey,
I just
human.
gotta mention this here. Moose Scout says from the Chicago Tribune in 2019, second wettest year ever in the U.S. Flooding
Mhm.
costs Illinois and the Midwest was at 6.2 billion.
Billion.
Scientists
Wow.
predict more waterlogged days ahead. That's really interesting because I still have to edit it, but I just filmed an episode last night talking about how scientists are predicting more what they call heavy rain events. In other words, wet areas are going to be wetter, and they're going to be torrential rain along with flash flooding.
Going
And
to
dry
be. We
areas
got
are
that
gonna
all summer.
But it's going to be even more severe. What's coming down the pipe?
Oh yeah, it's going to be horrific, and the heat
More
waves,
sandbags.
the cold weather going back and forth. Like right now, we're in the 40s in January. We're getting rain in January again. This is the second time we're getting rain in January. We never get rain in January
wow, that's crazy.
ever. And so
So Chris, do you keep ice skates in your vehicle? Because it'll probably be safer to ice skate home and
24.
drive.
wow, I didn't look at our temperature. No, I don't. But I do keep gloves and shit in my car. But we're like we're in the 40s. We shouldn't be in the 40s in January. We should
Well,
be in
we
the
had
20s.
62, and then a week later we've had snowstorms. We've
Yeah,
done
and
that.
but next week we may be freaking below zero. We may be. I mean, we go up and down and up and down and up and down.
See,
It's
what's
either-
happened is the system has been perturbed massively, and the system, i.e. planet Earth, in trying to find its new equilibrium status, but the humans keep perturbing the system, so Earth cannot find its new equilibrium level, and so you just get all these crazy stuff going on. And
Yeah.
so
You
you
should
get
come
these
on
wild
with me
swings.
and Nick. You should come on with Nicholas. Actually, you and
Yeah,
Nick
you would
have a
be great.
conversation.
That would be so much
Yeah.
fun. I would love to watch that.
Climatologist and a meteorologist. I'll get you both.
Yeah.
when I come
And
back.
I'd love to see.
and throw in chaos theory.
I would love to see you on with
Yeah.
Paul too on Head in the Box. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would.
Looks like there's a lot going on in the chat. Oh my gosh.
I think I need it.
I think there's a lot of supporters. Weather Whiplash, Paul Beckwith called it. Yes, Kevin.
Oh,
That's a
I
good term. I like that. I
Weather
like that.
Yeah,
Whiplash,
I love the
all
weather
time.
or weather weirding. He also called it that. Yeah,
Here
it's
whiplash.
yeah, well, it is here too. Like 1 minute it's way warmer than normal, the next minute it's way colder than normal. There's no normal anymore. It's just not normal anymore. And
I just got some data today from a couple of my former weather colleagues at the institute I worked at, where they're now calculating new normals. When we do climate analyses, we tend to do like 30-year running normals. So because this decade it just ended, technically next decade is next year, but so they're calculating new normals, and except for like one county, I think it was in Iowa, every place is warmer than average. It's like
Jeez.
it's just like crazy stuff going on.
Well,
And
but we're
including
gonna
here
see
in
this-
Alaska.
this
And
is
sea
not gonna be-
surface temperatures are just freaking through the damn roof. And
Really?
and when you think about the specific heat of water, it's so much energy that's in the damn oceans.
Mhm.
And isn't that driving the fish cultures, the fish to move, the whole
Yeah,
whole
fish species are migrating to waters that are they're trying to find temperatures that
Yeah,
are more that they prefer. Yeah, absolutely. But here's the other thing you have to really
Upside
worry
down.
about is if you start heating up the surface layers of the ocean, what used to be the seasonal pycnocline might turn out to be permanent or semi-permanent, in which case you need that pycnocline to break down during the course later in the year so you can get the mixing of the nutrients into the photic zone. But if you have this permanent layer up there
the photic zone.
where light
Photic.
reaches, photic,
that-
P-H-O-T-I-C.
P-H-O-T-I.
Photic zone is how deep the sunlight can penetrate in the water column.
Okay. I kind of
So,
have that idea.
If you cut that off and you don't get any nutrients mixed into the photic zone, phytoplanktons can't do their thing.
Yeah, and then we're done.
Isn't
yeah.
the term called ocean stratification? Right.
That is ocean stratification. Yes.
Okay.
It is,
Definitely.
pycnocline is a sharp gradient or change in density because seawater density is determined not just by temperature but by its salt content, salinity. So we call it pycnocline as a combined term.
Okay.
So there is a permanent pycnocline about 1,000 meters or so in the ocean, but then there's the seasonal pycnocline that's results from solar radiation, so forth.
Okay.
what's the
If
next
one
story you
breakdown.
have, Whitney?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of just freelancing it.
No,
I was.
I mean, you said you had a couple of things you
Oh,
wanted to
oh,
talk
I meant
about,
like.
so-
So okay.
You don't have to. We can
No,
just
I
keep
got one
talking.
because.
Got one.
Well, so I don't know if it's like climate change, but I can incorporate climate change into it. So
That's always good.
here we go.
Climate change
All right.
adjacent.
So we're having like a health scare. The first U.S. case of coronavirus confirmed in like Seattle or something, and it's like a
Oh
new
yeah, I've
virus.
seen that.
The guy was in China. Yeah.
Yes, it's coming from China, and it's like this whole issue of globalization and viruses and what's going to happen. I guess the climate change portion of this topic is since we have these health emergencies in a warming climate, part of the prediction, and hopefully you guys can confirm, is the fact that we're going to have to deal with like new diseases and diseases from like melting Arctic permafrost. And
Yeah.
so just, I mean, I don't, this is like a, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think
Well,
about
this
virus.
necessarily doesn't, they don't know if that comes from permafrost in China. Most likely it's probably
Oh.
going to be a toxin from lax standards in some food system somewhere. It'll be traced, but I don't know.
I mean, like future like viruses. I know this
Oh,
is
yeah.
I know this comes from like the food market, but I guess this whole issue of like, I guess when the permafrost thaws, it could release like.
Oh yeah, it's going to
toxins. Yeah.
release.
Yeah, all kinds of bugs that
Toxins and viruses
we have no
years
immune
ago.
system to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
From years
So I
ago.
guess I was just trying to, I don't know, provoke a topic on future diseases and how we're all going to
Okay.
handle it.
Well, it's also the Gaia, the Mother Earth, coming up with ways to lower the population of the planet. So
Yeah.
the Earth will develop these biological tools to cull the human population.
Well, it's going to happen anyway. Okay, humans. Okay, I got to say what humans said. These people want zero energy use, which is almost impossible. I'm going to say it's not impossible because it happened before industrial civilization happened. We dealt with zero energy use, so
Mm.
I don't think that's impossible. It's impossible for us to fathom because we've never had to deal with it. Maybe. I mean, I'm okay. This
Zero energy.
I don't know. What is
Like
exactly
using fire, like
zero? Okay, zero energy. I guess would be without fire, but there was a time when Homo sapiens lived even without
Right.
fire.
right.
So it's not not entirely unfathomable.
Oh, I
but
think
it
it
is
is for 8 billion
it-
people.
It is, yes, absolutely, for this many people.
And I think that there will be a pandemic and we're overdue. In fact, I thought I heard somebody discussing that on something I watched about the overdue pandemic. I can't put my finger on it right now.
No, that's absolutely correct, though,
Mhm.
because this is not sustainable. And, I stated in that video of mine that the carrying capacity is about 100
Oh,
million for
cancer.
people.
Yeah.
And, was it's wars, pandemic, or something else, starvation.
Famine.
But
famine
a major correction is
due.
due.
It's due
Right.
anytime. The check is
I'll be
due.
right
people.
back. Go ahead, keep talking.
Okay, bring a beer with you. Okay, I'm joking.
Yeah, bring us back a beer, Sandy. No, just kidding.
Yeah, you also want to mention that we're going to be working on your new ecological manifesto.
Yes,
coming up.
because we're going off of the eco reality,
Right.
a new which is not a new thing. Eco reality is
It-
eco
it is a
reality.
new thing, 'cause I've never heard it before. And you came up
Well,
with the term.
I don't think it's new. No, I borrowed the concept
but
from Derek Jensen.
it's encapsulating a bunch of things. Instead of saying, climate change, ecological devastation, species die off, all these different things. We're talking
It
about
definitely
almost
encapsulates
basically-
that whole
right,
thing.
2 words to encapsulate and describe homostasis of nature.
Yes, eco reality, ecological reality.
Right,
I like eco reality because it's
Right,
shorter. But
right.
eco reality is what it is what it is. It's like
The symbiosis of nature.
yes,
How nature
and that's the only way we will ever survive if we can. And
Right.
I don't believe we will. I mean, I am not very hopeful. I'm not hopeful at all. But if we were to survive, we would develop or understand eco reality and
Eco-reality.
live within the boundaries
you're the lady who's
of
gonna do it.
eco reality.
and you're going to be the lady who's going to do
It's
it.
not going to happen.
Yeah.
Are you
It's gonna be
kidding? It's
you.
not going to happen.
Yes.
It's-
Well, I don't know if it's going to happen, but you're the lady who's going to put the term on the map. You're the one who's going to make it happen.
No, but really, Derek Jensen gets credit for it because
Yeah, but
really
he
it was his
didn't-
concept.
Science loves to make things like equations and stuff simple and beautiful, like E equals MC squared. It's not a whole blackboard of equations. It's just energy equals mass times the speed of light squared.
Yeah, but the lay people don't even know how to use that.
They don't know how to use that, but the thing is, it's a very
What it really means.
it's a simple, elegant equation, and that's what she came up with, is a simple equation describing nature. She's describing how.
Well, I've always tried to figure out what nature would want from everything. What is a natural response? What should we be doing to
Right.
live within nature's boundaries? That is
Exactly.
that is where my
boundaries.
tunnel vision is.
Exactly.
Is how should we be living to live within nature's boundaries? So yeah, eco reality is a natural term that just comes out. But
Yeah, see, I did not know you guys had that Friday episode where you discussed that in more detail. So I saw the email from Val. I was like, oh, you're collecting definitions. So I just sent in what I
Yeah.
thought would be my definition.
I honestly haven't looked at that yet, Jim. I have to, but I've been working really long days and have not had time to even look at my freaking emails at all. So yeah, I've got to get more into that. But this is a new thing. So I mean, Val gets all on top of things, and I don't even know what he sent out to you. So it is what it is.
This is the definition I came up with here. Eco-reality is a natural balanced homeostasis of biological organisms, or in
What did it
something
do?
like
It changed it
symbiosis.
again?
So that's just a definition. She made up the word.
Are you okay, Sandy? You're
Yeah.
wearing your neck brace, so
Yeah, now I was
I
hurting.
thought it was a big giant choker she was wearing.
No,
It's her
my neck
jewelry. It's her giant jewelry.
Man, that's the biggest choker I ever seen on a woman in my life.
No, it's a neck brace because I was sitting here hurting. So why should I hurt when I have my
Right.
shit?
Well, you could've
Yeah,
told
I
me
wish I
that,
had
right?
one to hold my hand up.
Yeah. You got a
Hope
neck,
I washed my hands.
and
Then what are you talking about?
you need to rest your neck sometimes, Christine.
I need to what?
Rest your neck.
I
You
know.
talk a lot. You talk a lot. That's a slang term for somebody who talks a lot. They'll say you need to rest your neck.
Oh,
They say
You
that.
know what? I talk a lot here, but I don't talk a lot outside of here.
Really?
except when you're on the phone with me.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Sandy. I admit I talk a lot to you, but
I'm
That's
everybody's
different.
psychologist, mediator, best buddy, big sister.
Yeah.
sometimes you need someone to relate to. But I also talked a lot with Oz today, and I talked a lot with Val today. So
Oh, you are talked out.
I'm totally talked. When I was trying to talk with Val, I lost all my air, and I can't anymore. Because shit going on. and stuff, so.
hell will freeze over before this lady gets talked out.
We say you need to shut the fuck up towards
Well,
time.
If I may, this is the my definition that I sent out about ecological reality. And
Uh-huh.
again, I have to put on my silly scientist hat, whatever. But basically saying
Oh, you're cute, Jim.
is objectively assessing the current state of the environment based on ecological principles of energy flow through the trophic levels, biogeochemical recycling processes, for example, nutrient flow and return, as well as food webs, biomass, and carrying capacity. Ecological
Love it.
reality objectively examines, compares the current state of the environment and its divergence from natural balance homeostasis.
Love it. I love it. What do you think,
I
Whitney?
could-
Do you like
I
it?
can send
I
that
do. I mean, it's awesome.
That is perfect. That's what people need to focus on.
I got it right here. What he just said.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
Send
I
it
think
to
he
me
said
too.
send
Send
it
it to me
to
too,
Whitney.
I mean, Val. Joe.
Either way.
Yeah. What's up, baby? What's up, Val?
What's up, baby?
What's up? Oh my gosh.
I'll just scream.
I'm the sexiest one here. I've got a neck brace
It's a
and
giant
brace.
choker
Nice. You have a
I'm all
sexy-
done up
and a
tonight.
wrestling belt. That looks like a wrestling belt.
It does
Oh,
look
my-
like a wrestling
My
belt.
spine, I would
Rock
say
and roll.
my spine is deteriorating as fast.
Ah,
as I fucking
Kim
can.
thinks I'm gonna give everyone a virus with my coughing.
Hey, I have a question. Am I muted? Wait, I want to see if I'm muted. Hang on. Am I muted? Wait. Okay. Am I muted?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah,
I hear you.
How do I mute?
I don't think my mute works either.
Oh,
When I
you-
press mute,
What if
you
I
can-
want to sniffle? How do I mute myself?
you can still hear me, right?
Not anymore.
Somebody was really annoyed when I did my thing with Antonio and Nicholas last week, and she goes, "I can't listen to this anymore with Sandy sniffling so much." Like, okay.
Boy, what a-
Central Coast Bass is here.
hey, this is so fast. What's
And
up?
Ben Wilbur is here. Oh
Hi,
my
Ben.
Make
gosh.
your boobs bigger, Sandy. Okay.
I can't believe
What?
Central
Who
Coast
said
Bass
what?
is here. Thank
Kim
you, thank
Centro
you.
said that. She said that.
What did Kim say?
Look at it.
Oh,
Makes
my
your boobs bigger. Sandy.
Yeah, that's what a back brace does, really.
It just pushes them up,
I
right?
go from a C to a D instantly.
Oh my
Oh,
good
shit.
lord.
You
Good
guys
lord.
are cracking me up.
Ah,
Billy, ladies.
yes. Yes.
I gotta smoke more of this. Come on, everybody,
CCB.
puff,
Okay,
puff,
everybody,
pass.
if you have a chance, CCB also helped me with getting there to 1,000 subs. So if you like fishing, go check out his
Yeah.
channel because he is fun. He does some game shows. He does some pranks and just fun stuff. And just talking shit. So CCB is awesome. So go to Central Coast Bass. Who else is here?
Looks so serious. Is
I
he-
don't know.
Is he
Oz, we love you. What do you have to say?
Can you hear me?
you can't hear him.
You can't hear me?
Oh, he just got done fishing live. We can't hear you, Oz.
Amazing.
Central Coast
I
Bass.
like
has
your
got fish-
background, Oz.
I know. Don't you love the Huskies? They're beautiful,
Yeah.
but we can't hear you.
My husband
My
keeps-
wonderful Oz. I
Yeah.
want to hear some stuff from Oz because he is has been my biggest supporter, my biggest help. As far as getting shows done, my interviews, whenever I have a big interview, there he is.
Let's have a big hand for Oz.
Yes. Thank you so much. You know I love you. And we have to definitely do a show together about stuff and
show.
things. So, we have some things that me and Oz like 100% agree on. We need to do shows on that.
Oh, sorry.
You think your subscription button is broke? Okay, you guys go show CCB that his subscription button is not broke. If you like fishing, please.
Well, yeah, tell him it's mutual.
Yes, I mean
Mine
mine
isn't
has
broken.
been up and down and up and down and up and down. Holy shit.
Can you hear me now?
Like not I mean seriously, I gained 8, lose 4, gain 10, lose 18, gain I would go up and down so much. It's just
Yeah, it's just like Jenny Craig, isn't it?
yeah, worse.
That's, whenever I go on Jenny Craig, man, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. You know,
Oh, really? Is that your girlfriend's name, Jenny Craig? Up and down, up and down.
it's my cruel. I call Jenny Craig my cruel mistress. She's my cruel mistress.
Oh boy! Oh boy! We could do a whole show on Joe's sexual exploits.
Not go through the unexplored
Yeah, well-
options of
Oh, that would be an
I'm gonna make that
environmental
my channel.
disaster. I'm
Jen-
sorry.
Jenny Craig,
Can
Jenny
you-
Craig, the cruel mistress.
Can you hear me?
I
now?
use that a lot. I describe reality.
Oh,
and-
thanks, Torstein. Torstein just put up CCB, his show. So,
Thank you,
really? You haven't
Torstein.
gained one in weeks? Really? He is such a cool guy. I mean, seriously, guys, help Central Coast Bass. Go to his channel. He is awesome. I've been on his show a couple of times, just
Yeah.
chatting with him. He's really a cool guy, honestly.
Okay.
He's awesome.
I'm there.
Give him a big sub because he's
Yeah.
awesome.
I sub
Like
to him.
seriously, he's a sweetheart.
I sub to him.
Yay, yay. Thank you,
Well,
CB.
everybody better free friggin' sub to both Jim and me.
Yes, go to Environmental Coffee House and Science Talk with Jim Massa. We support
Okay,
each other
awesome.
here. If you have
Patrick
not,
Coast Bass has more subs than we do.
I
Yeah.
know, but he's still but he doesn't have the watch time that we do. I
Sub
don't
me
think-
back.
But give him lots of love. Also Blake TV, he is a big reason I reached 1,000 subs. Blake TV is awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, you got 150 subs in less than a week. 1 week
Yeah.
after you went on Graham Elwood, you picked.
But
and then
I'd
you
have to
have
see
to
if
be
it's actually
truthful.
working.
And the fact is, Amanda, even though we're not on the same page as Amanda, she got
Mhm.
you a bunch of subs.
Yes, she did. I love Amanda. No, I really like talking to Amanda.
And
Oh, you mean when you were going through that
her.
whole?
Yeah, the antinatalist and FLIS thing. She is a sweetheart.
She's a
Yeah, but I'm not an FLIS. I may
Oh.
be sort of
Me
an
neither.
antinatalist.
I'm quite not an F-list.
But the FLIS thing is really hardcore, and
It's
I'm like,
kinda extreme.
whoa, what the fuck?
That's
You
her,
know?
that's her boyfriend. You know.
Oh, hey, I'm having lunch on Sunday with Hambone.
Lucky you.
Oh, I'm so
And
jealous.
Southern Sandy
Is
is in Hambone because he's been hanging out there. You know when he does the videos with that leg, with that dummy next to him with the legs crossed?
Mhm.
Have you
I've
seen
seen
him?
it.
Yes, that's
Sandy's
funny.
house. That's Sandy's house.
Thorstein is CCB's
Really?
#1 fan. That's cool. Why are you hiding Jim? I'm not hiding Jim. Oz, is Jim being hidden?
Yeah,
Just for a
every time
minute.
I see it, it's
Just
like,
for a
I
minute.
can't
See?
see.
Can you hear me?
see, nope, he's back.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm not in control, people. I don't know.
actually, that's not Jim. That's Stanley
Science
Kubrick,
men
the
only develop
incognito.
the age of 5, then they just get bigger. Ben. Oh, I love Ben Wilber. He's funny.
Yeah.
My views are going up, but subscribers just stopped. Mine did for a long time, CCB.
what we
Mine
have.
did. But you've been over 1,000 for a while, so I don't know if you can complain that
Ours
much.
says 1.61. I guess it went up. I
But
don't
he
know.
needs some view hours. He needs more views because I guess for some people the view hours or view minutes are harder to get than the subs. For
Well, what
me,
is
it's
he-
the opposite. I got plenty of view time. I just didn't
What
have
are
the
videos
subs.
about? Fishing?
Fishing, and he does some funny like prank
I'll
videos,
send
and he
them
does
over to my old man.
some game show videos too. Like
Oh, like
he does,
Lisa Hauserman?
yeah, kind of like Lisa does. He does that too. So it's not just all about fishing. So give him the view hours. That's what he needs more than anything is the view time, I think.
Mhm.
And if
His
you-
viewers are going up. Okay, well, you still need more view time. But you have over 1,000. I mean, God, that's all I wanted was over 1,000. I have tons of view hours. So I mean, I'm monetized now, supposedly, I think. I don't know.
I could monetize, but I don't think I ever will.
I'm going to because pretty soon I'm going to be disabled. So it is.
So in other words, she
I'm
might-
at 243. Woohoo!
I don't understand it. I mean, I
Only
advertise-
756 to go.
I was
tell
there
you,
like 3 months ago, Jim. 3 months ago.
pedagogy at its best, Jim Massa. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I've given you all kinds of Facebook introductions. Like, people are weird. Sometimes they'll watch what we put up. Sometimes they don't. They're more into. You know what I noticed about the Facebook page, and I watch all these things. People, you'll get 1 million likes on the memes, and then you'll get 1 million likes the most likes on memes, and then because people want fast, and then on short, powerful articles. But then when Jonathan puts up, and he's really a great editor, he puts up all this stuff on all kinds of everything. I mean, he puts shit up on leeches and people getting caught shitting in Machu Picchu. I mean, he'll put up all kinds of interesting stuff. Oh no, really, Val, check out the page. We have 13,000 people for a reason, because we're one-stop shopping, something for everybody under the environmental umbrella. There's my sales pitch.
I think I just posted the link for CCB. I would love you to come on and chat with us. He's fun.
CCB sounds like a band.
Can I ask Cindy a question?
He's fun.
Yes, you can. Hi, Lisa Hauserman. Oh, she's on.
Lisa's here. We were just talking about her.
Ladies,
know.
man, they get so excited. They get so
I love you so much.
Well, I have no life. I don't see anybody here.
Oh, thank you so much. She's just in and out, but love you so much, Lisa. I promise one of these days I'm gonna get back on Sundays, but life has been hell.
Hey Jimbo, when you hang out with these ladies, it's like going to a bridal shop.
Go to Lounging with Lisa
excited.
and watch her fucking shows,
to
because
bed,
she does.
says.
I know, but go to Lounging with Lisa, and yeah, Lisa Hauserman, Lounging with Lisa. Great fun show. Sundays 10:30 Mountain Time. Great show.
10:30 a.m. or p.m.
10:30 a.m. Mountain Time.
So Sandy, how many people do you have on your team?
Well, it's not my team, but okay. I've on Facebook. There's there's a group, and there's like, I don't know. Kim, help me out here. Kim,
you got Nicholas. You got Antonio.
Okay, that's talent.
Hi Trish.
Nicholas,
Hi Trish.
Antonio, and Jennifer are talent.
Right.
But then there's Jonathan, who programs a lot, edits a lot of the page, and puts all that stuff up there. And then I add in like graphics and all that other crap. Then there's Mindy, who does all the videos, not the videos, the graphic art and the graphic videos. And but she also does stuff for Real Progressives. Okay. And she's really with them. She's heavy with them, Mindy. And then there's Justin.
Evan.
And he's on, and then Judy, she'll put some stuff, she's a contributing person and a mod on. So there's about 10.
Okay, 8 or 10. That's what I counted about it. 8. That's a hell of a team. But
I don't run it like a team.
You know what I call you guys? You know what I call you guys? They have the East Coast rappers. There's a kind of a competition or whatever between the East Coast rappers and the West Coast rappers. Okay, they're competitive. Well, I call you guys the East Coast rappers, and I call Chris's team the West Coast rappers.
Cool. Yeah, but Nick is in Nebraska, and Jennifer's in Colorado.
So. I know, but I'm just kind of trying
and
to.
They're not my team. Everybody's free. The reason why Nick and Antonio love coming on with me is because I do all the work like Oz, and they don't have to do anything.
Wouldn't that be nice?
They don't want to do any of the work. They never do.
Well, they're busy. What do I have? No fucking life. I mean, no life.
Yeah, but they always want the women to do all the work. But I'll leave it at that.
It's just me over here.
Yeah, what's your deal? Are you married, Jim?
What's that?
Are you married?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
MGTOW. He's MGTOW like me. MGTOW.
What does that mean again?
MGTOW, that means men going their own way. MGTOW.
Good. I wish my husband would go his own way.
Yeah, that's like, MGTOW. There must be 100 MGTOW channels on YouTube. It's kind
really?
Yes, MGTOW.
I think the fisherman's here. CCB.
Yeah, is he in?
Taking care
of business. Yes,
I'm gonna call him TCB. TCB's here. How many
Yes,
views do
man.
you have on this?
Is my am I
I can have as many as I want.
Yeah, you're on. You're
Okay.
on taking care of business.
well, I couldn't tell if the audio was on.
How the hell are you? Long time no speaky.
Catch any fish?
I caught 3.
Yay.
There you go, bro.
Okay, so there's Whitney above you, Jim Massa, of course me, that's Val, Sandy, and Oz.
10-4, bro.
Welcome.
All I'm seeing is me.
Oh, you don't
Oh,
see
okay.
anybody?
Well,
Wow.
I mean, I'm seeing people in the small one, but I don't know how to get it, so it's seeing everybody.
You should be able to click on the, what do you do? Like, if you go to the speaker view, like if you run your cursor over towards the top
Well, I'm on my
right hand
phone.
side of the screen. Oh, you're on your
I'm
phone.
on my phone.
I don't know how to do it on your phone. If you're on the computer, you can switch speaker view so it shows either just the speaker or it shows everybody.
I see. All right, I'll just leave it the way it is. It's working.
Okay, that's fine. You're looking good.
I'm just, yeah, I can see myself in the bottom corner. That's it, and whoever's talking. So
So we're not
That's
supposed to
nice.
call you Scott, just CCB, right?
call me anything.
Okay.
Call me Theodore, Ralph, Ed.
Fuck
But
face.
don't call me late for
whatever.
supper, right?
Yeah, still call me late for dinner.
That's awesome. So what's going on the coast there? Is everything good? Oh, Mr. Happy's here. Hi, Mr. Happy. What's going on over there as far as the fishing world goes? I really like to know because I'm really environmentally focused. Do you notice any differences in what's happening?
No,
Nothing?
no.
Really?
Where do you fish off of, CCB?
Typical California.
Oh, you're in California? Yeah.
Nice.
No, there's not. I mean,
You got fans on my channel, dude. That's cool.
Or vice versa. Okay, so
Yeah.
did you say you caught 3 minnows today, man? Is that what you said?
yeah. No, 3. I was at the pier. It's just 3 rockfish.
3 rockfish. Okay.
Pier's
All
pretty easy.
So what can you do with them, man? What can you do with rockfish?
Well, most people. I don't eat fish, but most people. It's.
Wait. You're a fisherman that doesn't eat fish?
Well, you're a naturalist. You should like the fact I don't kill them.
No, I don't, I don't want them to be
What do you
killed.
do?
But if they're killed, I want them to be eaten.
Well, if you kill them, you have to kill them to eat them. No, I just
Right.
let
Do
everything
fish
go.
and throw back?
He's
Yeah.
catching and
He's,
release.
yeah, he's a catch.
catch and
I know.
Oh,
I
well,
knew you were a catch
I
and
went
release.
to Martha's Vineyard and did watched the people that did catch and release, and I almost puked at the violence of it all.
Yeah, when
Going
he
through
pulls them
their
out of the
mouths
water,
and-
he pulls the fish out of the water and he says, "Hey, I was just fucking with you, buddy. I'm throwing you back." Woo!
I don't know. I got
The
upset.
fish goes, "Damn! I
People
thought I was
were-
gonna be cooked. I thought I was gonna be dinner." He's like, "Watch that dude. He's just fucking with us, man."
Yeah. Well, they spend their whole life. They spend their whole life not trying to be eaten, so it's not quite as
Yeah.
traumatic for them.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So what do you eat? Do you eat like factory farm foods or like factory farm meat or
No, I didn't eat anything.
you just eat anything? Well, so you do. You eat factory farm, but you catch and release fish.
Hey, man, you got a Whole Foods there in Beverly Hills, right?
I'm just trying to figure this out, okay?
Well, I think he's saying he goes to Whole Foods, and gets the hot
No,
bar.
I don't. I've never been a. I don't know. I
You
don't
just
eat.
don't think about it, right? You just like eat whatever. And,
Yeah,
He's
I
a
just, eat.
guy.
I just
yeah.
eat. I mean, if I'm hungry, I eat some. It's not too much thought into it.
You don't have to. I'm not like trying to trap you or gotcha or anything. I just really want to know what the average person thinks about, because I get stuck in this little
He's
world.
a YouTuber. He's not an average person.
No, he is pretty much an average guy.
No
I'm pretty
YouTuber,
sure he's a fun
Well,
average guy. I mean, watch his channel once in a while. He's fun. He's average.
I don't eat a lot of fast food. I mean, I'll
I
eat
don't
like,
either. God, I
frozen
hate
food and
fast
stuff, but I usually only eat like today. I've only eaten once.
Yeah. Okay, that's like me. I eat once a day.
I had
Uh.
one sausage breakfast sandwich, and that's all I've had today.
Oh, Torstein, you fucker.
What?
Torstein's being dirty in the chat.
Oh, he doesn't mind being eaten if she's hot. I narrated it. You know I'm a good narrator.
You are a good narrator. Oh my god.
Slight
Oh.
editing there.
Ugh. Oh my god.
Oh, Kim's getting titillated in the chat. Oh my god, it's amazing. A pain pill, a vape, and a neck bracelet.
Yeah,
I'm ready
there
to
you go.
roll.
Oh, there you
all
go. I could use some of that
I
stuff
wish I
going
could-
on.
Hey, CCB, do you like, what do you think about Whole Foods, man? Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
One sec, guys. Sorry, hold on.
Okay, you're good.
I don't
Whitney.
know. I don't shop there.
Why not, man? It's organic, man. It's organic food. It's not factory farmed. It's not GMOs.
We have a lot of good stuff at the dollar store.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna take a
you
1
wanna-
minute break so
Yeah,
you
go ahead,
guys keep
Christine.
going. How long do you have, Oz? First, like, how? You're
What, is
good.
he gonna die or something? How long do you have?
No, he's
Question.
he's running the channel because I couldn't get my live stream
Oh,
up.
okay, I got it.
YouTube's
Yeah, you
fucking
don't want
with
to go
me.
through all that. It's very difficult.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
a
a question
mess.
for Jim.
Okay, go
You
ahead.
Jim, you live in Fairbanks. How often do you go to the grocery store, and do you like shop and do like what I do? I never go shopping. Once every month or 6 weeks because I freeze up and do that. I grow stuff.
I typically go once a week because the produce that you
Oh,
buy
yeah.
does not last long, so you can't like stock up on it because it'll just rot away on you. So I go about once a week mainly to get the produce.
Where do you
That's
go?
cool.
Where does he go? What's the name of the store you go to, man?
So-
Fred Meyer's.
Oh, I've heard of Fred Meyer's. Big store.
Fred Meyer's. We have Fred Meyer's and Safeway, the two major grocery
So
stores.
now you
He
have
gets
to
his-
start a little indoor garden.
Gets his food off Amazon.
Amazon, yeah.
Okay, I hate to do
We
this.
used to have a Whole Earth up here, but that got closed.
Oh, earth.
And there's a Walmart, but I refuse to ever set foot in a Walmart.
Ugh, me neither.
I got one Walmart. I hate to do this to people. I do not want to do this to people, but I got to. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize now before I do this. Jim, how big is Fairbanks? What kind of town is it?
Fairbanks, the city proper is about 40,000.
That's a small
you-
town, man. That's nothing.
When you get out to the peripheral areas, and I don't live in Fairbanks. I live outside of Fairbanks. I'm about 20 miles from town or something like that. When you consider the outlying areas, it's maybe 100,000. That
That's
kind of,
not bad.
but Fairbanks started out, I mean, really, if it wasn't for the military or the university or a staging ground for the oil industry on the North Slope, Fairbanks
Right.
would not exist.
Mhm.
To be blunt. And the way the university's going these days,
And
Yeah.
Fairbanks, that's in Kansas, right?
Last one. Oh, we got a comedian with us.
Comedian.
You know, it's really funny. When I came on, I had I put my hat on, but I had a beanie on and I had my hood up, and I was gonna say I was in Fairbanks because I thought he was gonna be like, "Where are you? You look like you're freezing." And for some reason, and I had no idea he was from Fairbanks.
Yeah, that's funny.
I was gonna say I was in Alaska, and the first place was Fairbanks, so that's just kind of funny.
I want to
He's actually
visit.
from
Jim.
He'd be calling me out. He's like, "Really? I'm in Fairbanks. Where are you?" And I'd be like, I didn't expect somebody to be from Fairbanks.
Yeah, that's funny. That's a small world.
But
I want to
isn't
go
there like
to
a
Alaska.
Fairbanks, Indiana, or something like that?
No.
There's probably
no,
a Fairbanks
there is no
everywhere.
Fairbanks, Indiana.
Oh, you're
There's a
in
Fairbanks
Indiana?
somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah,
Kentucky.
it's not Indiana, I can tell you
I'll
that.
look it up on my weather thing. I'll just put Fairbanks in. It'll bring every Fairbanks there
Okay,
is.
so the major cities in Alaska's Juneau, which is the capital, right?
Yep.
Anchorage,
And how many people are in Juneau?
20.
Not many.
Okay, there's Fairbanks.
you can't even drive to Juneau. Seriously, you can't drive to Juneau,
Fairbanks,
Gotta take a
Arkansas.
plane.
Arkansas.
Yeah,
Well, AK is Alaska. Arkansas
Oh,
is AS.
Oh, sorry, I didn't look close
So
enough.
that's the only Fairbanks.
Okay, Fairbanks. No, there's a
California.
Fairbanks Ranch, California.
Yeah.
All right, so actually, there's not a lot of Fairbanks.
Okay,
Boston
so-
City right now is -4.
So
That's-
Anchorage,
No, actually, Capital One is a Fairbank.
so Anchorage, how many people in Anchorage?
I got that now.
I did.
How many
too.
people in
Okay,
Anchorage, Jim?
Okay, the entire population for Alaska is about 1 million people.
1 million people, that's it?
For the
I
entire
tried.
state.
That's
For the
that's
entire
what-
state.
That's for
I'm
most
coming
states,
up.
that's just one
And
city.
about half of the people are in what we call the Matsu Valley, the Matsuniska Susitna Valley, which includes the Anchorage Bowl area. So you
I was
got
gonna say
Anchorage,
Anchorage.
Wasilla, Palmer, all those places there, Glen Allen. That's about half the population of the state. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, people only know about Juneau because of the movie, right?
the movie Juno.
The movie.
You're a laugh riot there. He's funny.
Well, there's a movie. There's that movie called Juno, isn't it?
Yep, but it
Yeah.
was a girl. So Nuuk,
There
Greenland
was a
right
movie
now, it's
about vampires
17.
in the Arctic. That was
Oh
fun.
yeah.
What was that
30 Days of Night.
Oh,
Right?
remember that?
With all the long dark
used to watch
vampires that go into town. Yeah.
Yeah, they like come in at like when you
Greenland.
guys don't have like the sun and they all kill you and stuff.
Like a-
In Greenland, it's -8 Celsius, and but Fahrenheit, it's 17 degrees in Nuuk, where Torstein is, and where I am, it's he's 17 and I'm 24, and phew, wow.
That makes Torstein illegal. Underage.
Okay.
And we're a balmy 22 below here.
Yeah, you're colder than Dawson City. I'm a real geek. I keep all these different cities to compare. And Dawson City right now is -4.
Dawson City, checkpoint on the Yukon Quest Trail.
I
That's an
I
odd
want to
thing to do.
go. If I wasn't so messed up and I wasn't broke and desolate,
I can
right
just see
now.
talking to her. What's the temperature where you are? I don't know, but it's 17 in.
Yeah. Really.
No, know what I like? I think Paul Reiser one time did this little bit talking about temperature. He goes, I just love it when they say, what's the temperature outside? It's 0. There are no degrees.
No degrees. Oh, that's funny. So,
Well,
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Dawson City's an awesome place. I like Dawson City. It's a cool
well,
place to
the only
visit.
thing I see is, of course, on television because I watch those shows, and I don't know. I swear, if Trump gets in for 4 more years, I think I'm going to emigrate if they let me go. Alaska's, of course, the United States, but we're thinking Canada because my
Canada.
husband's
Yeah.
daughter is
Did you see-
Canadian.
Jimmy Kimmel last night. He goes, "Yeah, Trump's in Switzerland, and I can't believe
They
they
let
let him
him
go."
back. They
No,
let
I
him
can't-
back.
No, he said, "I can't believe they let him go. Isn't he a flight risk?"
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. I taped Kimmel because I also like to know what they're saying too. Comedians.
It's like our own president won't come back.
Wouldn't that be nice? Oops.
Hey, you never know. There could be a deal in the works. You resign and we won't go after
I
your
know.
family. You go like wherever and go and disappear.
He's taking asylum in Switzerland.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
He's probably setting up
unfortunately.
his Swiss accounts,
Exactly. Yeah, he's getting on with the banking. He's getting on
Okay,
with the
so
banking
what
done
I
over
want to
there.
know is if
Hi,
we can
Chris.
assign a new president to Venezuela like they tried to do, can't someone assign a new president to the U.S.? like
Honey, we
Yeah.
don't get to the streets like they do in the other countries. We don't protest anymore. We don't.
I
do
know what's up with that.
shit. I
Like,
used to.
We
I was
need
because
to
like,
look at what
we're
France is doing.
slaves. We're
Yeah.
slaves.
Yellow vests, but
We're,
the
we
yellow
can't
vests are
survive.
angry. They're
The thing
angry
with the
because-
French is this is why we can't have this in the US. We don't have time off like they do. I mean, most countries, developed countries, get like 3 months or something off a year. We don't get that.
Right.
So we
Well,
don't
that's
have
a
that time to take off. We have to suffer if we do take time off. We have to go without pay where they don't. That's why they can afford to go out into the streets, and they still have Medicare if they lose their job. They have medical care. So
Yep.
they have that. That's why they're keeping it from us. That's exactly why they're keeping that from us. So we cannot get out into the streets and do that. That is why we cannot go out against the government. We're just not able to if we want to sustain ourselves. That's it.
You think people are too angry playing Candy Crush or Angry Birds on their phones?
Yes.
Maybe.
Want to riot?
No. Now it's fiends.
Oh,
Really,
Friends without the R.
Dorstein says, "Relax. We'll buy the U.S. by the end of the year."
yeah.
I wish Greenland would buy the U.S. We'd be a lot better.
I was-
off.
Or maybe win us in the game of poker.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know. CCB might disagree. What do you think? I really want to know what you think, Scott.
Well, no, I was going to ask what kind of gynecological thing that is on your wall behind you.
He's talking about the stirrups. Stirrups.
I thought that was a horse.
Oh wait, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
This
That's for
Yeah.
horse
is that what you're talking about?
He's talking
He's
about
an
those.
equestrian.
This is a
Oh.
bridle. This is
Oh.
a plow horse bridle.
Oh, okay.
It kind of looks like
It's
stirrups.
an antique. It's not something we use at all. I would
Hey,
never
hey,
use
man,
it.
she's at
a
Cracker
bit like
Barrel.
that.
She's not at home, man. She's sitting at Cracker Barrel doing a live stream.
My favorite, no, my favorite sign is that one missing husband and horse, reward for horse.
Yeah.
No, my husband's
And that's no
good,
horsing around.
though. No, my husband's good. He took care of a really bad situation yesterday.
You know,
that I wouldn't
you know,
want to
if
be
you-
a part of. So
If you went to do a live stream at Cracker Barrel, people wouldn't even notice you weren't at home. 'Cause they
probably
look
not.
They think you were at home.
Probably.
Well, I have a lot of antiques here. Yeah.
Got the
We do.
lantern, got the hat.
Wait
Yeah,
till
it
you
looks
see
like
the
she's
barn.
Cracker
When I
Barrel.
get to do live streams from my barn, which I will be able to do now,
Cool.
see the barn and how awesome that is with the wood stove and all that. Oh my
At least
gosh.
you won't be able to smell it. That'll be good.
Yeah, you won't be. Well, it doesn't smell bad. Oh my god.
We mean we don't have smell-o-vision?
I don't have cows. Cows stink. Horses don't stink.
Oh.
Horses smell good. I like the smell of horses. Cows stink. Horses don't stink. That's
No,
just not a
horses
thing.
are nice. I like horses,
are
too.
good.
A horse is a
Yeah.
horse, of course.
One threw me and broke my wrist.
Oh,
Really?
My ex-husband's horse.
I've had that happen.
Is that
I
what's
broke
wrong
a
with your neck?
wrist.
No, my neck is messed up from something else. I just have a degenerative, messed up spine. It's sad because there's so many more things.
I
that
thought you were going to say
do.
you had a degenerative boyfriend, but oh well.
I don't. I have a husband. I don't
You
have
say
a
she just had a
boyfriend.
rough night.
No, I have a husband who's on thin ice. No.
My husband's always no.
All
He,
of our
no.
husbands are. That's what we
Yeah.
commiserate about. All girlfriends I talk to, we all fucking argue about our husbands. I mean, bitch husbands.
I can't right
You
now.
all married the
'cause-
same guy.
Nah, I know. Our guys are just really similar, but lately mine's been really.
I had a fun little incident last night. My motion lights come on. I go, okay, what's going on? So I look out there, and there's a moose. Okay, and the moose is standing in front of my garage. Then he kind of moves off. Okay, motion light goes off. He's off in the woods. This morning, I go to flip on the light to the back side of the house to look at the outside thermometer. I go, where the hell is the outside thermometer? It was like it was gone. And then I'm looking, I go, and because I have like I set up some bird feeders, so and so then I look at the ground, I see fresh moose prints, and sure enough, the moose walked right past the tree, and I had the thermometer on. And when it was better light level, I found it in the woods. Well, I bet the moose looked at the thermometer, said too freaking cold, and just ripped the thermometer off the tree.
Wow. That's funny.
They were showing on TV like a couple of moose trying to cross the freeway in Park City, and they had to block off the I-80. I used to live in Park City. It's really close to where we are. But there was a
I-80,
a
so
mama
yeah.
moose and a baby that were trying to get across, and they kept trying to back up and herd. Oh my gosh, they stopped up traffic for like a couple hours.
Well, that's a joke here in Alaska. What's a traffic jam in Alaska? Standing in the middle of a road.
Okay, well, where I live, the traffic jam is Amish horse and buggy. We don't have. I have deer. There were 6 deer in my backyard. My girls are good. My girls, there were 6 of them today.
We have lots of raccoons and skunks.
Yeah. Okay.
That works. We
They
have
go by here all the
raccoons here
time.
too. They eat chickens and ducks and all that if they're not put away.
Yeah.
I was in Estes Park, Colorado once, and it was evening, and I'm just walking down the street, checking out the shops, whatever. And here comes these 2 very plump raccoons, and they were just walking down the street. And all of a sudden, then they went into this little alley, and then I just watched them go up a flight of stairs to a building.
Oh my God.
They went home.
And it was almost like the raccoon go, my place to your place. Hey, let's go to your place.
Aw, that's cute.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
They're
Tim, you
so
have some cute stuff besides science talk.
Okay,
Here and
everyone
there.
was sharing their temperatures in the chat. I don't know if y'all noticed, but it's kind of fun to see
96.7.
everything. We're
Mhm.
36 right now, which is still above freezing.
I've never been somewhere where the temperature's like the biggest topic.
I know it's
Well,
weird, right?
see, it's a very interesting topic.
We got a
because
weather girl here. Hey,
you
hey.
can really extrapolate.
She's the weather girl?
Yeah, we
the
have
one above
Whitney
you's
from
the weather
Progressive
girl.
Weather right here
Yeah,
in
there's
the chat.
Whitney, she's the youngest and cutest. Look at
She
her.
is
I'm gonna
Progressive
go
Weather?
down, pinch her face.
Progressive Weather. Yeah, make sure you sub to her and give her some
Yeah,
support
You
because
better, man. You
she's
got it
very
over.
educational. She's
Okay,
very
wait,
well
I need
spoken.
to. Where are
Chris
you,
will
Whitney?
check on you, man. So you better sub to her.
Progressive Weather.
Oh, what the
Progressive
hell?
Weather.
Why didn't I get this?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
love it.
know. She's been on my channel
I
almost
know,
every
and
Wednesday.
I watched her.
I love it. I love to have a job where you only have to be right 50% of the time.
There you go.
Is it?
Or
Oh,
talking
there
long
you
time.
are.
Yeah,
So cute.
Oh, thank you.
she does really great job.
just love to
Like
have-
her reports are amazing on the climate and environmental issues.
Look how cute
Really
she
great.
is.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that's when I first started that.
Okay. I'm so happy. That's great. Okay.
I've always wanted to be a
she's-
weather girl.
Oh, I'm very supportive of all the women. Oh my God.
We need more women in our sphere, that's for sure. There's plenty of men here.
Right.
Red
go get my
blob off
wig.
New Zealand coast.
I can play a girl, no problem.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get my wig.
Val's done it several times. He's been on Women's Wednesday when I couldn't find a woman to be on Women's Wednesday.
So she made me an official woman.
Honorary woman.
Honorary woman, darling.
I just came out on that one live. Didn't you see that one I put up?
No, but I need
Came out,
to.
baby.
You didn't see the one where I came out on my live?
I didn't. I'm sorry. I've been working like 12-hour days, so like I
Oh,
haven't
it was a
even
lot of
kept
fun.
up with the news.
It
I'm
is
a
gonna
lot
go
of
back
fun.
and watch though.
Yeah,
I will
I-
go back and watch.
I added the Seinfeld clips into it.
Oh, really?
Oh, cute.
I
I
wish
gotta
I
watch
could
that.
edit. You're so
Every-
good if you could edit.
Every time I
'cause
said
can't
gay,
edit.
every time I said gay, I put in, not that there's anything wrong with that.
I love it. No, I love that. That's one of my favorite Seinfeld things.
And it didn't even get demonetized.
Really? That's
We-
cool.
Because they're only like a few seconds.
That's
It needs to be 10
cool.
seconds.
That's one of my
Right.
favorite parts of
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
I have
I wonder
Seinfeld
how-
and Kramer, but I have them doing the Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But
Monetization would work, but I
Right.
don't want to do it. I don't know.
God, I wish Blake TV was here. God,
Well, I
how could he
actually
not
went,
be here?
the live, I was actually in the closet. I went into my closet during the live and I came out.
You literally came out of the closet.
Yeah. And then my friend goes, I didn't hear that. He goes, oh, you were in the closet. I'm all, yeah, that's right. I just came out of the closet. And then I'm like, yes, that's right,
Boom.
people. I'm gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. And then, I go, and then it kept happening during the live. All of a sudden, somebody said I'm on my, I'm on, and somebody goes, I can't brush my teeth with my left hand. And I'm all, I think I could do it. And I start going like this.
Oh!
Chris, who's
So I went-
Therapax?
I went, oh my God, that probably didn't look good.
What?
Yeah, think.
Chris,
What do
who's
you-
Therapax?
I don't know who Therapax
That's
is.
somebody trying to come on. It looks like I can see they're with us.
Well, they were here for a long time. I don't know who it is.
Well, you've
Yeah,
got
but,
them logged into your channel and you don't know who it is?
No, I just
Well, that's
been posting it. I don't know. It
That's the
doesn't
problem
matter.
you get when you put a link up for anybody.
Yeah, well, as long as they're not interrupting or, I don't care. I mean, even if they come on, I don't care, whatever. But as long as they're not doing anything destructive, doesn't matter. Closets for sale,
They're
Ben Wilbur
following
says.
Us.
They're following us. They're spying on us. Oh
Yeah.
no, because we say such terrible
No,
things.
because I've had it happen because,
And people come on and then when you let them into the panel, and they're playing porn.
Oh,
I don't see that. I just see the black spot blocks with Therapics on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
they're
don't know
really
why
good
the
though. Once the
Acts.
second they let you in, it switches and you'll be like,
well, when I see that, I'll stop doing that.
See, now
but-
this is interesting. This is Zoom, so you can do this. I don't think I can do this with my Ecamm Live because we have each Skype guest. We add it by Skype, and each Skype guest takes up a certain amount of bandwidth. And because I'm out here in the boonies, I don't, have a lot of bandwidth. Do you have hardwired, Jim, where you are? Or are you also Wi-Fi dependent on some farther away tower?
I was fortunate in that when I built my house, there was a local internet company, so I do have DSL,
Oh,
but it is so friggin' slow. I mean, it's just like when I upload a video to my channel, I
Yeah.
think the upload speed is like 200K.
you can get a booster for that. You can get a booster for that, I think. Ask Oz, he probably would know.
I'm
Did
gonna
you
get
build
a.
log house? Because I see drywall behind you, but did you build a log home?
No, I did not build a lot. I framed.
Framed.
It's more energy efficient.
I do
Okay.
I do everything through my phone.
Oh,
Even my
that's cool.
desktop through my
Everything.
phone.
That's
No, it's-
amazing what you do through your phone,
I
Scott.
can do
Like
that through
really.
my phone too. I can schedule.
Yeah. I
PH
use a
on
hotspot
Facebook.
for my desktop. And I get
Wow.
40
Oh,
I get
that's
like
cool.
I get 130 to 65 megabyte a second through my hotspot. To my,
I'm lucky if I
Nice.
get 1 meg download.
Well,
here.
you're in California, right? What's
Yeah.
your first name? CCB.
Scott.
Scott. So California, you probably have more sophisticated.
Yeah, I'm through T-Mobile.
Yeah, maybe because where I am is in the middle of nowhere, like Jim. But I'm not in Alaska, but I don't have hardwired. There's no access
You're
to
in.
broadband. Stuff.
You're in BFP,
But
New York.
here's the thing, though. There's been a couple, my neighbors are like hundreds of yards away. There's
Mhm.
some new places
How's that weather?
built in. The internet company pulled out, so these new places they don't have DSL. They have to go with the wireless signal, and
Yeah,
it's
where you want to
kind of shitty.
Spoil the bed.
I mean, even because I do have a log cabin on the property. In fact, I bought the property, lived in the cabin while I built my house and garage.
Oh no!
So I rent the cabin now, and that pays my taxes. But
Smart too.
Yeah, well,
they have only wireless. They can only get wireless at the cabin,
Yeah.
and it's freaking 150
Right.
feet away.
my God.
Well, I'm
Wow.
on my data right now on my phone, and I have 5 bars. Like, I have
I've-
unlimited.
I
I
have
have
4
unlimited data. I'm actually at this point. You know, they say 50 megabyte before they slow you.
Yeah, it's always different on different.
Yeah,
AT,
but
but they'll slow.
T-Mobile's
They
actually
say
50 in that.
unlimited, but they slow you.
Yeah, I'm AT&T too, and it's unlimited, but
Oh,
they do
yeah.
slow you big time after you get over a certain point, like huge.
You know how many gigs I do a month on my phone? 130.
Wow.
130
I do
I mean,
130.
you do all your shows
to
on your
150
phone.
gigs.
through your phone. His phone is his data
month.
point.
That's amazing. to
Yeah, I
me.
have a modem, but it's a wireless modem, but it's my data point. You know, it's where it's where I, you know,
Yeah.
data point. It pulls it in, but I want broadband, but they won't bring it to where I live. And now
Wow.
our stupid governor he didn't want to sign some broadband bill. I don't understand. That was really stupid of Governor Cuomo, because he's supposed to be a, lefty and all that, and broadband for the rural areas, and he didn't. He
Well,
really
actually,
down.
even the guy at T-Mobile, I went, "Oh, look where I'm at right now," and I showed him my data usage on my phone. And at that point, I still had like another 2 weeks before it
Mhm.
recycled to
Yeah.
0, and I was at 82 gigs. And he's like, "Holy shit!" I'm like,
Oh.
I go live
I'm
like 4 days
spending-
a
I know
week.
in
spending a
Chattanooga,
small
Tennessee,
portion.
in Chattanooga, Tennessee, they've actually made the internet a public utility. And they have
Really?
something like 25 meg download speed, and it's like $35 a month.
I should talk to my
Wow.
town about doing that and being.
But they made it a
vocal on
public utility. So
Yeah.
there's no,
Yeah.
censoring it. Everything's net neutrality.
They won't do that
Wow.
here. You know why? In
Yeah.
Utah, this is a really weird thing with Utah. They will not allow any entity to no government entity can compete with a private entity. So you can't have municipal internet. You can't have anything that competes with a private company. Period.
Yeah, but
Oh, I'm on
Oh, of
municipal
course not. I can't have that.
Well, here we're on
Yeah.
municipal electricity. I don't pay a big company. My
That's the problem, Christine, with the Citizens Assembly. That's a big problem. You know what that problem is? The government will never, ever let there be a competitor, a rival. They'll never. That's one of the reasons they went after the mafia so bad was not so much that the mafia was committing crime and running numbers, and the mafia in the 1950s and 60s was a potential rival to the government. If you've seen the Godfather movie, you saw where they said,
I can't
Yeah,
watch
go-
the Godfather movie. Did you hear about the horse head thing?
well, yeah,
I
Oh.
can't watch that. Sorry.
that's a fake head. That was
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's the
But-
thought of it.
Second of the
But at
movie.
any rate, the government will never allow a rival, ever.
Yeah.
Utah,
Well, at
like-
least in Utah, there's other states that
The hell
will
you
allow
think
that.
private companies setting up monopolies are?
Well, that's
Right.
Well,
yeah.
Same crap.
As long as the private company knows
It's working for the government.
is the boss. As soon as
Yeah.
the private
Yeah, right.
corporation becomes a potential rival, it ain't gonna happen, buddy. The
Okay,
government-
when I was younger, Val, hold on. When I was younger, there was this
That was
it
a
was
long
a
time
private
ago, right?
yes, it was a long time ago.
No, man.
It was
Oh, that's
it was about 20 years ago. When I was younger, a lot younger, there was I lived in a city called Murray City, and there was a utility company that was run by the city. It was Murray Power, and it was so cheap and so cool, but they got rid of them because it competed with private entities. So
Sure.
Rocky Mountain
That's what-
Power, whatever.
The,
Well,
So
we have free Wi-Fi
The
here.
definition of
you have free
fascism-
Wi-Fi? What?
Yeah, we have all our bus stops have free Wi-Fi, like McDonald's has
Oh,
free
yeah,
Wi-Fi.
like other-
Oh yeah, we have some free Wi-Fi here and
Yeah,
there, but
Starbucks
it's not the
has
same
definition-
thing.
Wi-Fi.
The definition of fascism is the merger of corporation and state. Okay, but that's still what. But basically, the government will never ever allow a rival. It's just not going to happen. The government's not going to allow a rival government, an alternative government. It won't.
Well, they had what was that one? There's that old story in World War II, whatever. One of the biggest companies that was a private company, and our government came in and said they were taking control of it.
Well, they did that with lots of companies. They are not necessarily taking control.
It was
But,
like back in World War II, they did that to a lot of companies.
well, most companies were involved in the war effort.
Right.
The companies willingly. And here's another thing. We weren't going to get into this tonight, but since we're here, World War II, the whole country, because of the war, flipped into a wartime economy. Everybody was involved in the war effort. Okay,
But this was
everybody was willing to make sacrifices. Everybody was willing to make huge sacrifices. I'm trying to compare this to climate change. The thing is, though, that the term that they used at that time was for the duration. 'Cause
Yeah.
people believed that the war was going to be over, and that you would eventually get back to eating steaks and get plenty of gas. What?
But this was the guy that said no to him.
He might have said no. The government would have said too bad. During the
No,
war
he actually fought him.
He
They
might
actually,
have-
they
you know,
actually took him out of his own business, like in
Yeah,
handcuffs.
they took him out of his own business. Believe
Yeah.
me, in a war, if he had a critical war thing, believe me, the guy would be gone in a second, in a heartbeat. Okay, people think that the government is impotent in some ways, but in total, they are the big dog. They got the guns. They can rule by force and violence.
Not
Okay,
in Richmond, Virginia this weekend.
yeah, and you
Well,
know what? I'll
the
tell you
oil
what,
company
Sandy,
too.
there's a reason why there were no mass shootings or something in Richmond, because as soon as you pull your gun out and start shooting, they're going to kill you. There's
Yeah,
a-
it was regiment. They were disciplined. They all just wanted to come down there like,
and play
like
Call of
it was-
Duty.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
essentially.
what
Pretty
they
much.
did.
What I don't
Yeah.
understand is some guy from Buffalo went down there, and he went with his. Some guy from where Buffalo went down with his AR-15, but it's illegal to cross state lines
Yeah,
from New York. So how come he didn't get busted? How come they didn't?
because they had cops in there marching with them in Virginia.
Mm.
There were lots of cops, sheriffs for Second
God.
Amendment. As long as you're not being a total ass, they're not going to fuck with you. Okay, if you're a white man driving with your AR and you're telling them I'm going to the rally, they pull you over. They're just going to say, "Okay, man, just make sure you do this or that. Put it in your trunk, unlock it."
Unless you're black.
Unless you're black.
I was gonna say I tried that, but I'm black and I got in all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, well, they're not going to make a white sheriff is not going to make a big deal about it unless there's
Right.
something.
You're right. You're right.
Remember in the 60s when the Black Panthers were walking around with guns and stuff like that, and everyone's having a shit fit?
Yeah. Everybody had a shit.
But it was white guys, oh, that's not a problem.
Well,
Now,
Oh my
now,
God,
I'm
you
saying-
guys are
I'm saying
it's a
you're in
problem.
I've got guns here. Okay,
Oz,
I
how
have
much-
guns.
I do
We
too.
had a gun.
I have
Uh,
gun. Good.
I've got,
Carry.
I've got rifles and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
me too.
Alaska,
Well,
But
but
still.
you know,
Country
Western
people
New
need
York,
guns.
I have my own Ithaca Featherlight,
So even up there, you have an
and my husband got me a
AK-47. It's
little
for hunting.
thing this year.
It should be
Ah,
Harley too.
Yeah, if you want your meat pureed. You know,
Sandy has a Harley. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But-
my
but
spine doesn't want to let
guns-
me
Super
ride.
Glide, 1200 Super Glide.
No. I had a Super Glide, which I gave to my daughter last year. I've had that since I was in my. Mine was a 1340, and I had it. It
Oh,
was a
nice.
1981 1340, and I had it. That was all tricked out black. It was gorgeous. I gave it to my
Yeah.
daughter because I can't ride that one. And the Fat Boy, I have a Fat Boy also, which is absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous. Oh my God, what a beautiful bike! But it's sitting down there saying, and I cry because I'm so fucked up that I'm afraid if I can ride. I have the skill. I've been riding for 35 years, but I can't. I'm afraid if I get on and I go over a bump or something happens, I could screw up my neck worse. And
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
And then
just
when you're
wear-
disabled,
just wear
how
the
good
neck
does that
brace.
look? What?
Just wear the neck brace. When you're
Yeah, but I am on, I don't want to, I'm messed up. You know, I already lost my income. I'm fighting to get it back. You know,
Okay, just go up and down the driveway. Just go up and down the
Yeah.
driveway.
my driveway's all
no.
gravel and rock. I'm not going
know,
up and
just-
down the driveway. I'll go to a road.
Just stand
know
up.
what
Just do some tricks on it. Just stand up in the seat, put your leg out.
Yeah, do some circles on the back wheelie.
Not on that bike. No.
That's a big one.
Do you know a funny thing? The sound of a Harley is actually patented.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they
You-
can't, they're not ready with the electrics because they can't get that sound
That's
replicated.
not going to go
I
with
know.
Harley too well.
But if you use them in anything, you have to pay the copyright for it.
Oh,
Like in movies and everything, if there's a Harley sound in there, you have to pay for it.
really? That's interesting.
But
Yeah.
since
How
we
much
just
time do
asked-
you have, Oz? Sorry, don't mean to cut
What?
in, but I
No,
just
go
want to know
ahead.
how
What?
much. Okay, Oz is still good. It's just he's
What
running
time
the
is it?
show, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my
And you
head.
It's
gotta-
almost 9 my time, so it's almost 11 your time, Sandy.
Oh, but my old man's working late tonight. Yes, okay.
That's
forgot.
awesome. Awesome. No,
Sandy,
I mean,
Sandy, how
That's-
far is Dannemora from you?
That's why I'll never get married. I know what these women think.
what do us women think?
Dannemora. Dannemora from me is
What do we
Well,
think?
well,
kinda
okay,
just-
He's working late. Yes.
What do you
He's not
think?
coming home.
It's not because we don't love you guys. It's just because
We
sometimes
just like it better when you're not around.
I
No.
feel that way.
No, okay. Let me explain. Okay,
343 miles, Val.
I love my husband, and when he's here, and he does such amazing things for me. But there's sometimes when you just need alone time. So it's just good. What is that? Okay.
It's for Val. He
Oh,
wants
okay.
to know something.
You're just leaving
But-
in more now.
I know I love my husband. I love to spend time with him. And when I'm away too long, like when I go out of town, I'm like, oh fuck, I miss him.
Oh, isn't that
It's like-
nice?
It's so hard sometimes, but it's
But when he's working late, yes.
yes. But when I'm out of town and I have no ability to see him, it's like, fuck, I miss him.
All right, that gives me a little hope.
It's- yeah, well, that's the way it is. It's just, that's the truth.
Gives me hope that someone will miss me if I ever get married.
Yeah, well, they can. I mean, I totally miss my husband when I'm out of town. I do. I honestly do. I don't know how to sleep alone, you know?
But
It's
when he's
weird.
here, damn it.
I know. It's like when he comes home early, fuck, what are you doing? but
I was
the
alone
same-
till 8. What are you doing here at 6?
right. That's it. Or if he
Wow.
stays home from work and I'm like, why are
Yeah.
you staying home from work?
I hate that.
I love my morning time because I get up early and I have like 2 hours to myself when no one else is awake or there. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's my time. And then he's suddenly not going to work.
You're
I'm
just
like,
proving my
what the
point.
fuck? No, but
You know, I'm sorry, but if you guys would be a little more, tolerant, nice,
I was going to say tolerant.
considerate, caring, maybe we'd want to.
Leave us a
if you
little
would
note.
bitch me out for fucking
Bring us flowers
stupid
once in a while.
shit, I don't want flowers.
Fuck that. I want.
Who wants fucking
manual
flowers?
labor.
I get that. I get the lot. I get the manual labor.
Well, I used to, but since Doug had that accident on the motorcycle accident and the heart attack,
Aw, Kim says get
different.
cats. She'll never sleep alone. I have
Yeah.
Tuffy. Tuffy, come here, buddy. Only Tuffy can't hear shit anymore. Tuff, come here. Come here. Hey, Tuffy, come here. Come here.
all
You
right,
got a
I shouldn't
bone.
be so mean. Doug is all right. He
Oh.
plants the garden and he gets
I
his
got
he
this.
hunts, so I don't
Oh.
buy
He's
any meat.
got a bone.
Had to give it food.
He's got a bone. This
They
is my
always respond
Tuffy.
to
I
food.
don't sleep alone. I always have Tuffy. Hi,
Oh.
Tuffy.
No, I never sleep alone either because I have a
Mwah.
really
He's my
furry
baby.
furball.
He's my baby dog. Huh.
I
Furballs.
always sleep alone.
I sleep alone.
I'm sorry. It's not.
Oh,
good to
that's I
sleep
drink
alone.
I drink alone, but it's sleep alone.
It's just past 10 years.
I only drink alone.
Sleep alone.
Oh, dude, I don't. sleep-
Tanya, do you have cats too? Tanya has cats.
I have cats also. I mean,
Yep.
we have
I
in this
have
house we have 4
Measures.
cats,
You have cats too?
3
Yeah, just
dogs.
One.
Aw, where's your kitty? How come we haven't met your kitty yet?
You were just talking to it earlier.
No,
I'd
that
like a
was.
dog, but I can't do it.
She'll
See,
come
but
around
you have a
eventually.
Dog.
We gotta meet your kitty. You gotta have a. Oh God, where'd you go, Ted?
Let me
Oh,
see
he's
if I
down
can
there.
get her.
Come on,
One
that's-
sec.
It's huge on YouTube. You got to have cats.
Or a dog. Usually,
Yeah,
Ted
but
was
my
sitting right
cats all
behind me. but-
wandered in and they were all feral
Well,
found
I
cats.
used to have a sled dog team. I had 10 dogs
Oh.
at one time.
Oh my God!
How cool!
But
That's
now
cool.
I have just one dog, and she's a very ancient 14-year-old Malamute.
Oh, that's
She
so
just- she
cute.
just-
Interesting.
Just had her 14th birthday about 10 days ago.
I just
So-
lost 2
Sweetheart.
14-year-old dogs
I
this
was
year.
going to say on her way
Yeah.
out.
For a Malamute, that's like older than
Yeah.
dirt.
Yeah,
That is older
Yeah.
than dirt.
that's
yeah.
cool, Jim.
I knew a girl once and she had pet rats.
Dude,
but
my
she
cats
got
are over 30 pounds.
Pet
I
rats.
knew
They're
a
actually
girl
cute.
once.
Pet rats.
Rats are cute.
My
I
cat's sleeping. I
babysat
don't want to
somebody.
bother her.
I've
but-
also had 3 cats over the years.
But this person had pet
If I'm
rats.
unsure if I have a girlfriend, do I have a girlfriend? Also, if I'm unsure if I have a wife, am I still married? Torside's so hilarious.
She
Yes, he
had rats.
is. He is.
She got very emotional when they died.
Oh,
But rats only live for 2 years
Yeah.
at most. So
Torside.
like- maybe you should think about a different type of animal if it really bums you out when they die, because they
Yeah,
don't get that long.
get you a jackalope, man. A jackalope makes a wonderful
Okay.
pet.
Who
Yeah,
thinks
get a-
Torside has a
get like
girlfriend?
Get
Get a
like
turtle.
one of those like
Oh, no.
parakeets, not parakeets, cockatoos,
He does have a
cockatiels.
girlfriend.
He does have a girlfriend or doesn't?
Well, they live
Yes.
a long time.
You have a girlfriend, Torstein.
I think he does.
He's half the time he says he has a girlfriend, half the time he says he doesn't have a girlfriend. It depends on who he's talking to.
Yeah, I'm sure she wants to know that too.
Yeah.
Oh, Torstein, you are hilarious.
So I
Jim,
saw
do you
some
have
of
a
your
girlfriend?
comments in this live, and you said you didn't have a girlfriend.
Jim, do you have a
Interesting.
girlfriend? Or a boyfriend? I mean, Jim. Earth
Jim?
to Jim.
Jim, do you
What's
have
that?
a girlfriend?
Do you have a,
Hell
you don't
Nope.
no, not
Nope.
even not even F buddy? All right, so I'll stop.
Oh, Sandy.
This is called up close and personal. Oh, I feel better now.
I gave those up years ago.
But it is 1,000K, 1K celebration time, so we can get up close and personal and be
I like having
crazy.
my freedom. I can come and go as I please, do as I damn please. I have keyboards and bass guitars here, so if I want to whack
So
up
you
the
are cool
volume
guy.
on the amp and let rip, I can do it.
Another
That's what I'm
way-
saying.
another
Turn
way
that
to
shit
cool.
down.
And
Cool guy.
and there's always Pornhub. I mean, come on.
Pornhub. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Okay, guys, I gotta get to a store early in the morning and finish recess. So,
Well,
all
this was
Very
fun.
well with Pornhub right here.
What?
right, before we go,
Virtual reality, man.
oh my God,
Ew, can we not go there? I don't want to think about this.
virtual reality sucks.
I
We're
know.
already really living
That's
in virtual
bad.
reality. Like every day, we're living in the
But
But we are with
socially
online
Yeah.
organized fucking bullshit
But
instead
we
of
don't want to go
living in
to,
reality.
Oh, no, but-
pages
but-
right now. We don't
Right.
want to go there, do we?
Yeah, but the porn industry is really starting to get into the VR stuff. So I think it's
Well,
becoming more
it's-
popular.
It makes everything twice as big. Everything is
Yeah. Why not?
Well,
Yeah.
Including-
my
including a
back
member or two?
My back brace.
Just like,
Honestly, I think that would be better than men like attacking women and taking
Yeah.
it out on
it's like,
real
oh
women.
my God, her boobs are so big. She's a bee.
Virtual reality.
Damn, I love VR.
Oh my God.
no.
Virtual
Oh my.
reality boobs. Well, pretty soon, men and women, I mean, men will just have those dolls anyway, and they will do this and we'll be all like, yeah.
Okay, well, let me remind you
wait.
who owns the biggest
Oh,
virtual reality.
Anthony
It's
Davis just
Facebook.
got here. Anthony
Facebook
Davis just got here.
owns virtual reality. It owns Oculus. Okay.
Aw, you
Facebook-
had a white rat.
Yes.
Aw, sorry.
Facebook.
Corporation or Zuckerberg?
No,
person?
Facebook.
The
Facebook.
corporation owns it.
Facebook bought Oculus for $2 billion. Okay.
Wow.
Facebook wants to make in a few years, everything on Facebook will be in virtual reality.
Okay, Val, let's not talk. Let's stop.
I
Wait,
was just telling
because
her.
we have
I'll
to
just say this.
go
I don't
pretty
have a
quick.
Facebook account. I will never have a Facebook account.
Well,
Okay.
then you'll never get to see our page. that I
Anthony
publicize
Davis just
you.
came. So
I just hate
everybody say
Zuckerman.
hi to Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
But
Hey.
But okay, before we go, this is important because it is my 1,000 subscriber show. I really want to know why you subscribe, why you're here. If you just fucking are here just to help or like
All
to
right.
be nice to me or something, that's fine. But
Am I
but
subscribed?
if what you like is a certain thing we do, a certain stuff we talk about or whatever, please let us know. I want to know right now. That's the last thing we're going to talk about. So before we go, sorry guys, but I don't know. Yay, but
Chris, are you having a show on Friday?
Me and
I
Jen
think
are.
Val wants to have a show. Who you and
Me and Jen are at 9, and then Blake TV's at 10.
Okay,
Eastern.
if I finish this reset and start on a new reset and get my 40 hours in, which I should, but I've had doctor's appointments and crap that I have to work around and still get my 40 hours. So I'm trying really hard to get my 40 hours and still get my doctor's appointments in.
Well, we're
So
gonna do our 9. We're gonna try because she's better from her cold, and we've hatched a little plan to make
okay,
it fun.
cool. Well, if I do one, it will be outside of your range. It'll be like 5 my time, which would be 7 your time.
Yeah, and then I
And-
can go. That's good. As I can. do
Yeah.
yours as I'm setting up mine.
I definitely won't overlap your show. You know
In the-
that.
no,
If I
In the
can
control
control it.
right. Well, everybody will go back and forth. Then you know they do that. They switch if it's.
I know. I don't want to do it at the same time. I wish Head in the Box would organize with us a little bit more. So
Absolutely.
I always do like the fact that everybody says that about lives, like not wanting to like overlap and everything
Yeah.
else. It's like, guys, there's 2 billion YouTube channels.
I know, but
No, but
we're really
everybody-
close. Like
we're
we have the
really-
same
yeah.
viewers. Like
We're
Yeah,
thinking
we're-
about our own close little unit, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we are.
I mean, I have friends. I have a guy, Kendall Gray, this kid. I started watching when he had 50,000 subscribers.
oh wow.
And the other day I saw him on live,
Mhm.
2,500 people watching.
What does he talk about?
He does like trapping and fishing and
Yeah, see, he's got,
Aw,
but I can
Chief.
see that because like people like my husband like to watch those kinds of channels.
yeah.
and
But what I realized, like I
nobody
said,
likes doom and gloom.
I watched him when he was just trying to get to 100,000,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden I actually went to his channel yesterday. He's at 1.14 million subscribers.
Holy crap! That's
So he's what
fast
you
growing.
call a YouTube influencer in.
Yeah, he's
Hunting and
just 18.
trapping.
He's like 18 right now. And he's this down
Wow.
south guy. He talks like this, like, hey guys, yeah, I'm gonna go out and do
Is he
some
making
minnow
money
hunting."
at it too?
Oh my god!
Oh
Is
God,
he
he's
using
he's freaking filthy rich now.
Jesus. Well, see, that'll never happen for us because we're in a genre that is not.
Yeah, we're not one that
not like
that
that. We're more
super
public.
popular. It's we're in a different
We're
area.
no, I
public
was a-
service channels, really. I mean, we're
Well, we'll just see about that. Right, Lucy? We'll just see about that.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people. There's people that are like us that have podcasts and stuff that talk about stuff like this, and they're at like 300,000 and 400,000. I mean, and
you
they're
got to put a lot into it to
Right.
do that, and you have to advertise it, and you have to. I mean, I thought about that too. But when you do advertise, you're paying Facebook, you're paying these entities, to
Yeah.
advertise your channel. I'm not giving them any money. I give enough to AT&T just to keep going with this, and I can't afford it at this point. But-
no, you just have to be social. I mean, you just have to upload to all the formats. It's not that hard. I mean, when every show I upload goes to Twitter, Facebook, Reddit,
Yeah, I don't want to.
Pinterest.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Because
Tumblr.
you pay for a service that will, like, I got that Restream service. You can up it to where you can go to all these different platforms and they handle it for you.
No, every time you just in YouTube. Every time
you
I
just,
upload,
you do it manually.
yeah, every time I upload it, you upload it to everything else. Like,
Yeah,
I used to do that when I first started. I just don't have time to do it anymore.
I don't
just
have the
don't.
physical.
takes 5 minutes.
I really, by the time
Mm.
I'm done, I'm like, I'm off to bed.
I don't want that
I'm
much
done.
coverage. I have people following me. I have to just, this is my hobby channel. I don't make
Yeah,
money.
I'm gonna be in the same scenario pretty quick. We talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But think about it. If you could do just this
Yeah,
and make like $3,000-$4,000 a month,
I would. Yeah.
Right.
And we're
Everybody wants
trying to
that
get there
Nobody
because
wants to pay me $6.
I don't want to work for the man anymore, and I don't
I
want
know.
to support the destruction of the planet, which is kind of what my job does. I don't want to be a part of that anymore.
No,
I
you
know.
don't.
and
So we're
you're on a
working
platform-
really hard.
You're on a platform that it can happen.
It can happen. It
It
can
just
happen.
takes. it
Val's
just
my
takes some
biggest
time.
supporter
Yeah.
ever. He's trying to make
My
it happen
turn
for
to
me.
say it will
happen.
never happen for me.
Well, I'm hoping to be able to get to that point where I
I
can
would
make.
like to see you too, Jim. You know,
Well, we're gonna
just
support
pick
each
it up
other, and
do
we'll see
something.
where we get. You know, it's
Well, I've had a payment 5 months in a row from YouTube.
nice.
I used to make
That's good.
$7 a month.
How does that work with taxes? Does YouTube tax? I mean, are you an independent contractor? I mean, do you
Yeah,
have to pay
yeah.
taxes on this?
Yeah, you
So
get
you
it,
do
you
your-
gotta pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got. It's an income, so yeah, you have to do it all
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. And I can't do that.
You
And
have
plus
to
I'm
report
not,
the income, but
and I'm
yeah.
not
Yeah.
consistent. That's why I can't do my channel consistently and plan everything, because I have disability that makes me miserable, where I can't, like this, you know, if I can't just say, okay, I'm gonna do this every blah blah blah, and then I'm gonna feel horrible and not do it. That's why I don't follow through well with
Well, I only upload 7 days a week.
Only.
You're like Sam Mitchell every day.
I know. I'm always getting up, like, you know, the what do you call them? The
Updates,
fucking.
yeah.
What do you call them when you get
Ethics.
notifications? Yes,
Yeah.
I get lots of your notifications, but at the time you're doing them, I am busy
Yeah.
working and shit.
Mine.
So
Well, I only have 1,200
his.
videos.
I
I only have-
know you
I
do
only
a
have 1,200 videos
lot.
on YouTube.
You do
I don't know
so
how many videos
much,
I have.
and
I've just made a whole bunch of
I think
myself.
you do fun videos. Like you really do fun videos.
I know, and hey, is anybody here on TikTok?
No.
Oh my God, TikTok!
Are you on TikTok now?
Yeah,
Oh
only
my
have-
god.
I only have 4 videos, and those 4 videos have more views than all the videos I put up for the whole month.
Can I ask you, do you
Really?
share on Twitter, do you share your video in YouTube format, or do you actually, because there's a limit on space for Twitter, right? Like I can't upload my MP4s on there.
Can't you just share
No,
a
it's
link
just
on
it's
Twitter?
just a link. It's just a
You
link.
just share a link, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
I
it's just a
used to
link.
do
I've done
that
it, but it's
I used to share a
nothing's
link
happening.
on Twitter, and then I used to share a link on Facebook, but I don't do that anymore. I didn't get anything from that, so I didn't see why, because I don't have a
Yeah.
huge audience. If it
Yeah,
was my old Facebook channel where I had 4,000, no, almost 5,000 people on my Facebook, then maybe it would have been worth it, but I won't, because I had threats, like seriously threats.
Ah,
Like
yeah.
I know where you live and I'm going to come get you kind of
That's
threats.
fucked up. People know where I live, and I've
No,
already made it very clear. Come get me.
I
I'd
put my
like to see them
second-
try and find me.
Yeah, they can't
Yeah,
find
well, I
me.
couldn't.
I
mean,
actually
I'm
never
literally,
show
my
what my
house
house
is
looks
literally
like.
at the end of the road. I love
I
I
it.
love to come
I'm
visit
afraid
you.
they'll hurt my animals, and that's
Well,
what
I
they would
put-
go after. I
Well,
don't
Yeah,
want
so-
them to go after my animals.
So I know all the vehicle that should be in the area. If I see something that doesn't look
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
I hate to say it,
They're
but
coming for you.
I have my 12 gauge
Yeah.
in my hand at that point.
You have a 12.
But we're on a
Well, no,
busy
I-
street, so I don't know at any
Oh,
point.
I know too where I live, even though
But
it's busy. If they're
The
on the
back, we have
street
country
view.
in the back, city in the front. It's so
Wow.
weird. It's really
Well,
weird.
no, I I got on TikTok because I just learned about it like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, I don't know what TikTok
and
is.
I put the little because you can only put 15-second to 1 minute videos. A lot of it's like
Hmm.
music videos,
Oh,
and you can put music
okay.
under it, and
I've
It's kinda
seen
like-
some of those. There's like girls
Yeah.
dancing to
Yeah,
it or
it's-
something.
yeah,
It's like,
and they lip sync and that. So I
Yeah.
started putting those scares from the human fishing.
mhm.
Just a little 15-second when I scare people. And I put the second one on. The first one got like
Human
20
fishing.
views.
Human fishing is the best. Go look
Yeah.
at CCB, Central
also-
Coast Bass. Look at his
Fishing
human
for
fishing.
humans. Fishing
Yeah,
for humans, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I put it up, and suddenly 2 days later, I looked and it had like almost 900 views, and I'm like,
Oh, that's so
Cool.
awesome.
what?
He's fun. I'm telling you, he is fucking
You know what?
fun.
I'll see. Maybe I'll put on TikTok. I'll just upload the little intro video we have and see if anybody looks at it.
There you go.
Yeah, but TikTok, it's different. Like I said, it's like
Never heard of
Twitter for video. You have a
Okay.
choice
That's
of
awesome.
15 seconds or 60 seconds.
Oh, I have
And you
lots
can-
of short videos.
Yeah, and you can add music to it. You can. A lot of people do
Yeah.
singing stuff or try and
Oh.
lip sync to little short or yeah, it's just little like because the world's 24-second,
Attention
concentration
span.
time.
Yes.
Yeah, extension. And so, and whoever came up with it, I just learned about it. But yeah, and I was like, all right, well, I'm a fishing channel, and people want little like gags and skits and stuff.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh well, hell, I have the human fishing where it's fun little scares and stuff, and it's like I'm all perfect. So I'm starting to upload all those
That's
onto
cool.
TikTok, and
That's
they're getting, like-
fantastic.
I'm
they're
gonna
getting
check it
tons of
out.
views.
Yeah.
No, this is a fun dude. I've been on his channel twice.
Oh, I
now.
can already tell. It's great to meet all the new different people, for on.
Yeah. Pretty much my whole life,
I want to
people
start
ask me.
watching Whitney's channel.
People ask me why I'm not.
Yes, do. You
Why I've never
better.
been a.
Yeah.
People ask me why I've never been
Bring
like
her
a
on.
comedian or a stand-up comedian. Like
You should be.
that. Yeah, they always say that. It's because of my sort of. And I worked at Marshall's at the register and that. Everyone, I would crack everyone up. Everyone was just like, you just. Just
First
like-
sign says, "Don't ever change."
Don't
Central Coast Bass.
change.
Don't ever change.
Don't change.
I-
Okay.
You have fans on my channel. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I just. And even in my videos, I'm always like, when I'm fishing in that, I'm always the one, like this new guy DRW that I've been fishing with. The whole time I just crack him up. He's like, if anything, you're like the funnest person to fish with because I will just
I
Do
can
some
see that.
some sarcastic comment about like he's catching a bunch and I can't get a bite, and I'll just like trip one out and he just starts busting him up while he's like trying to film his own channel. Like, but yeah, I've had that. I mean, my whole life, everyone's like, "How come you never went into comedy? Like, how come you never?"
Well,
You could be good at that, and people should know your fashion experience too.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of funny considering what you do. I
I've
mean,
I've always wanted to do an open mic thing. I've just never ever done it.
You should
you
try.
should.
You really should.
Eventually,
Just
yeah.
You should.
Say,
You're
F
in
it and
California.
go
Right?
and
Yeah.
and
Just-
Look up a Graham Elwood and stuff.
or if you
Graham
don't
L is
want to
awesome.
do it where anybody knows you, just do it on your own. Don't
Mhm.
invite anybody, just so you can maybe do it where you don't know anybody and try to familiarize yourself with the feeling, and you never know.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just
Life is funny like that. Hey, Christine, what time you got to get up in the morning?
Oh, I gotta get
4:30
off this.
a.m.
Uh,
What is that?
I gotta
like
get off
6
this too.
hours.
yeah, it might be time to shut it down.
Yeah. Okay,
This
you
was
guys.
a lot of fun.
It was a
I'm
lot
glad
of
I
fun.
was-
Thank all you guys for coming to my 1K celebration. I can't believe CCB showed up, Jim Mazza, Environmental Coffee House.
and I had no idea.
Yeah,
like it.
I
It-
know.
It comes up as environmental coffee house.
Oh, I said that screwed up, man.
I always spell
Metal
that
check.
wrong. I
How
always spell it wrong.
How
Honestly.
about
And Oz and Whitney.
mental?
Okay,
Yeah, mental.
Let's go through everybody's channels really quick so everybody can get on the same page. There's
There's my
Oz
Monica.
that has Roar Media channel. Make sure you check into that. Whitney has Progressive Weather. Jim Massa, Science Talk with Jim Massa. Sandy has
Val has lasers.
Environmental Coffee House.
Lasers.
Valhalla 5-6 is
Lasers.
and CCB Central Coast Bass. Make sure you guys all, are taking care of these people for us.
And Green Pill, Torstein, put it up.
Green Pill, yeah.
Take the green
Climate
pill.
Crush TV, Green Pill. I guess that's a new thing.
But see, the thing is, I'm a wildlife biologist, so I'm on the science side of it.
That's cool.
Yes, he is a
that's my
wildlife
degree.
biologist. So I am.
You never said this till the end? Oh,
I
my
know.
God.
I'm actually natural resource management, fisheries, wildlife. So
Isn't that
wow.
awesome?
Cool. Well, now we know this. That's gonna, for the next time we do this, that's gonna bring a lot.
You should
of
have him
interest.
on your channel and interview
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Sandy.
how much?
but I've been a DJ, had my own DJ night.
But I'm interested in that.
I was a professional skateboarder. I had my own clothing store, and I was
Yes,
Okay,
the
what
fashion
weren't
part is
you?
there.
What weren't you?
I know.
yeah. So when I tell people that, they're like, "What?"
I know. Well, I was a farrier, a model, a fashion model, a model agent.
Yeah.
I drove a truck, a semi truck, belly dumper. I've done all kinds of things too.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to meet someone who's also that diverse. So I think that's why I like Scott so much.
And then they find out I
you have a
have
PhD like Jim?
Well, no, I have a BS,
A
Bachelor
BS?
in Science.
Bachelor's pretty fucking good. That's better than I
Yeah.
have. That's for sure.
Cal Poly. I graduated from Cal Poly.
That's a good school. And
But yeah,
Jim,
that's
you-
just it.
you
Everybody's
have
like,
a-
"What?
you
You
have
have
a
a degree?"
PhD.
I'm like, I'm a wildlife biologist. Like,
Yeah, you gotta have it.
Whitney, did you go to school for meteorology?
No, I actually went to teach high school history. So I went to Sacramento State, and
So she knows her history, folks.
So you have a master's because you have to have a master's when you go in.
well, it's a program certificate to teach, and I don't want to be a teacher anymore because that's a whole other story. But I went to YouTube instead. But yeah, teaching in the classroom is definitely a different animal.
Oh,
hey, have you heard of
But you did
Have
great
you
on
heard
your
of-
channel. I love your
Thank
channel.
you.
Have you heard of Peekaboo?
Is that
Oh,
another channel?
No. Evidently, it's a thing.
Brand?
No, it's a new thing they're doing to try and get people away and have them be able to homeschool.
Oh,
And evidently, you can go
Really?
in and say like, if you're good at video editing, you're good at history or something like that.
I was actually thinking of going back to school, because
No,
I
but
don't know.
people, you can set your
That's
price,
good.
and
I'm always for that.
people will pay you your price, and they will charge you by the minute. You can charge you by the minute, whatever, and it's basically you're teaching them something. And you can get on there and you can put up what you're fluent in or if you're history or whatever. And if they have kids in that want to learn history and that, they can go in there and pay you. And you
Peekaboo?
basically educate them while they're paying you the money.
Right.
It's this cool new, I just heard about it,
Cool.
but
Okay.
I was in education for higher education for over 20 years. But I was in a professional administrator, but I also did training.
Okay. Yeah, it was a little difficult because I was 24. I'm 27 now, and I didn't really understand the world as I.
Can you believe
came
she's
under-
27? She looks like she's like 16. I love you, Whitney, but you look so young.
I know that was the problem. That was the issue. I had to call the administrative people. We got to fight in the classroom, and they're like, "Are you a student?" I'm like, "No, I'm the damn student teacher." Oh God, it was.
Oh, jeez.
I have a
It was
good
a
story about
nightmare.
that. When
Go ahead.
I'm actually good at writing. And
Okay, me too.
other than
Yeah.
being a comedian, other than a comedian, a lot of people said I should do writing because I used to write stories and poems and stuff.
I'm a good writer.
And I had a
too.
student,
Lazy.
I was 27 or 28. She was 24. Her first job teaching at Cal Poly as an English teacher. And she told me that, I don't know, I couldn't write a certain way, like story form to
Mhm.
do all the stuff because it's supposed to teach you. And yeah, I wrote, the stuff I turned into her, and then we got in conversations about stuff. And let's just say I got a B in the class and I really didn't do any of the homework or anything. And for the next 3 years on campus, when I saw her, she would not talk to me because that was her schooling, was English and writing. And here I was,
see.
fisheries wildlife, and I could write these stories that just like kind of blew her away. Like with these,
Just
and I
a
even
fish
did-
story, right?
no, I did one. I did a fish. I did a fish one. I did a fish one. But the fine thing I did is we were talking about Plato or something like that, and how they say that's when the women's rights first started, because I guess his wife or whatever came on and she was strong, and so everybody said that she was the first feminist, and it showed women, being strong in that. And I went, what if it was meant to be a comedy?
It is a comedy, baby. Everything.
And she goes, oh no. But all the big heads in literature and that, this is what they've come down to. I'm all, yeah, but we weren't there. We don't know. We're just reading it past
Yeah.
10. You don't know if when she came on stage, if everybody laughed and everything, because it was not supposed to be serious, but humorous. And so I wrote a poem and I titled it Grandma's House. And the poem was about walking up these hedges that led to this beautiful door, and the way her bushes were rounded and trimmed in the back and all that. And I had her read it, right? And she read it and goes, I'm all, what'd you get in your head? She goes, oh, I thought of my grandma's house and this and that. I'm all, okay, now read the same poem with this title. And the title was The Woman. And I basically described a house, but very photographically telling about a woman's body and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah, right.
Yeah, and you know what she did? She looked at it after when I titled the woman, she started blushing, and she looks at me and goes, "Can I have this for my upper level classes?"
Really?
And I went, "Yeah, you can." Now, do not tell me that we don't know anything about stuff, because we've never seen the plays and that. And yeah, and that's why she hated me after that, because it was
I
like,
see.
and unfortunately, I don't have a copy of the poem. I gave her both of them that I wrote. So,
Oh, dang.
but yeah, it was just like, that's when she knew that anyway, I was like a wildlife biologist, that, I could write circles around her as far as being good at verse and lyrics and concepts. And she was just like, poor 24-year-old, first time teaching the college. And I just wrecked her.
Exactly. Yeah, that's just
Chris, I like what you wrote. I love Lucy. Val is Ricky, and you're Lucy. It's a weird friend thing.
Kind of like that East Coast West Coast rappers. We're
Yeah,
well,
rappers.
we-
I like
it.
It is okay. We had a conversation earlier. This is kind of a behind the scenes joke shit. Okay, so
It's
we're
just
talking
kinda-
about Ricky and Lucy and
It's cute.
yeah. Anyway,
It's just
Val
that
is
Bill, right?
Ricky. I'm Lucy. I'm the goofy one that always gets into trouble and shit and things.
Yeah,
they
and-
come
I have to
back.
do a live one time, because I have all kinds of my poetry and stuff that I used to,
Yes.
poetry I used to do
Person.
that I wrote for my girlfriend and all that. And I used to,
Aw.
and half the time I like read it and I'm like, really?
What the fuck was I thinking? No.
No, because I'm like,
That's what
I'm
I
like-
say all the time.
I wrote that. Like, I seriously wrote that. Like,
Oh, so you're impressed with yourself after you read it?
yeah, because,
Nice.
well,
No,
because
no,
that's-
that happens. Like sometimes I look at my old artwork and say, "How the fuck did I do that?" I
yeah,
can't do
that's
that
what
anymore.
that's what I'm saying it as. I'm not saying
Yeah.
like, oh, I was a bad. I'm like,
Of course.
yeah, I was pretty good.
Yeah,
It was-
I do that with my old artwork. I could show you
Yeah.
stuff that I did when I was a teenager
When you-
that I
yeah,
can't
when-
do now.
Yeah, when you step away from it
yeah.
for like
Yeah.
10 years and suddenly you go through this envelope that has all these poetry, and especially when it's like a girlfriend, it's an emotional thing. And
Yeah.
and I was just like, wait, was this something she wrote or is this something I wrote? Because she also did poetry. And I'm like,
That's
damn, I was
awesome.
pretty damn good.
That's
I mean, I'm not-
awesome. You
I'm
should
not
do
much
that.
of I'm not much of a writer, but I'll just sit at the piano and compose stuff.
That's pretty
beautiful.
cool. I
I
could
actually
never do
write
that.
indie books. Like I write. I
Really?
want to be
You
an
can,
author.
you can actually tell what mood I am
Whitney.
by what I'm playing on the keyboards.
Well,
Oh,
why don't
exactly,
you do
yeah.
one of those for us one night
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wait, what do you write out,
and
Whitney?
play?
So, okay, so I kind of kept it under wraps a lot in my life, but I like write indie stories or like I'm not published or anything, but like my goal is to eventually like I don't know, maybe get published, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But I write like romance novels, but at the same time, like I think I want to go into like crime or maybe even like climate change, like
Oh, that's a big thing
apocalyptic.
right now. Yeah, the apocalyptic
Everybody's
or
doing it.
climate
Yeah,
change.
that's why I was
Story,
like,
story wise.
You should,
Apocalyptic,
for sure.
apocalyptic genres are big because I think that the Hollywood is reflecting what people's fears are.
yeah,
What?
and
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people that told me I should write children's books. And I'm like,
the hardest
I mean,
part is to,
she's
like,
laughing. I know she's
yeah.
like my humor, my sarcasm, and that, but I've written
Beethoven
some that are about a fantasy world or a little kid's world, and
You could do that.
my mom has showed them to different
Value
people that
for
are teachers and stuff, preschool and younger, and they're like, "Oh my God, has he ever thought about like writing children's book?" Because his imagination.
I
And
think
these-
you could do that.
these
I think you
worlds
would be
that he
great at
creates.
that.
Well, I'm going to write the story of my life, and it's going to make $1 million. I'm going to donate or whatever. I'm going to donate it all.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
There
we
you go.
gotta end this though. I love all of you guys,
We gotta end this.
but yeah, I mean, God,
Why now?
I gotta go to
Because
work in the
it's
morning.
late in
I'm
my head,
trying to
it's
finish a
okay.
freaking
And
reset.
email me, Sandy.
I will.
Yes, if you need
Email
his
me.
email, let me know. If anybody
If it's
needs,
not, it won't be this
Because-
week though. It'll be next week because I'm going away for a week and I'll be back and then
if anybody needs contact with anybody else, please let me know and I'll contact
Or let
them.
me know.
Although I don't
Yeah.
have CCB's email,
Yeah,
but
let me know because she's busy.
I think CCB should be
Val is Chris's
wildlife
secretary.
biologist needs to be
Secretary.
interviewed by some of our people. So
So if you
So-
need to contact Chris, contact
Yes,
We tried
Jim.
that last time. I got
Jim,
in
I will
trouble,
write you.
remember?
no,
Alright,
that
guys.
wasn't you. That was somebody else that was on your channel that was a fucking asshole. That
No, I
was-
went on. No,
All
I
right,
went
I'm
on
leaving
yours.
now.
I
that-
went on your panel one time, remember? And somebody got into it on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if they did, I'm pissed off.
Oh, thanks, Tanya. She gave me
That's
the
bullshit.
It was
Yes, they
somebody.
did.
It was an older lady, and she was really drunk.
Oh,
Well, it ain't
maybe.
me because I wouldn't be really drunk.
I don't know. It was like right after I met you. Remember, I saw you on, and I came up on your panel like really close
Oh.
after you came on mine.
Yeah. Who
You
was
kept
that?
apologizing, going, "She's just really drunk right now."
Oh! Don't say that. That was Trisha. She just.
No, don't say that. Don't even go there. Don't.
I
even
I
go
don't
there.
think she was. I don't know if she was.
She
Yeah,
wants
I
to
don't
go.
know what was going on there, but
Okay, stop
Trisha
it.
is one of my favorite people,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to say anything negative
Yeah,
about her.
but
I
it-
didn't know what was going on, but it was really weird. But I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Whitney
she-
left.
Oh, bye, Whitney. I love you. Thank you. We'll see
Oh,
you.
wait,
Oh,
wait,
the kitty. She got the kitty. Oh, look, it's a
cat.
calico.
Oh, it's calico. So it's a
That's
female.
so cute.
My calico was just in
What's
here.
its name? What's her name? His name? Her name?
Is she a
Alright.
Polly?
All right, I tried to get her. Kepler.
She's
It's
trying
a
to get her
female.
ass in your face.
Is she
Couple.
Polly?
This cat.
Polydactyl, you mean in the
She's
feet?
trying to take off.
Does she have polydactyl feet?
What is that?
The more
More than five
toys.
digits.
Multiple
Six
feet.
toes?
She's got 4. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah,
You guys
she's-
know that?
Last call,
polydactyls
people.
are pretty cool, though. They have 6 toes.
Did
Yeah,
you guys
last
know?
call, people. Last
Did
call.
you guys?
All right, last call. I'll say
Okay, yeah,
goodbye
we really
first.
got to go.
Good
I
night,
love you
everyone,
guys.
and I love you all. It was fun. I'm glad I.
Thank
I,
you, Oz, for
did
saving
it.
my life. Now I got to figure out how to do live streams again because YouTube's fucking me over again.
Did you know all calicos are
stop.
females?
Yeah, they
Not
are.
all of them
Yeah, they
are.
Yep.
Well, most of them are.
Yeah. There's
Most
only
of them are.
They're
Only
genetic.
six-
DNA.
only 6% of males survive.
That's
Oh, wow,
true.
yeah.
Yes. Most 99%. I don't know. A
That's
lot.
for
Nine,
another-
nine, yeah,
that's
1%.
for another show. We're gonna do
All right.
calicos next show. Okay. Good night.
Let's all do the peace
Okay.
sign.
Okay, Friday night. Hopefully, thank you all so much. I love
Friday
you.
night, Environmental Coffee House, YouTube, Facebook,
Yes.
9 o'clock. Jennifer Hines and Sandy.
And maybe me at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 7
Okay.
p.m. Eastern. Yes,
All right.
Well, now I want to
Mhm.
jump up with a panel.
you always can. When's your next show?
No, I said
We
I was going
don't-
to throw
we
up
don't.
one now. Anyway, I've already been live today and upload the show.
Okay, well, peace sign out, dude.
All right. Bye,
I did.
Whitney.
Bye. Bye, Sandy.
Bye,
Bye,
Sandy.
Whitney. Love
Bye,
y'all.
All right. What do
Have
we
a
all
good night.
Stop video.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Christine, share my email with Whitney. Okay.
Okay, I will. Yes.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I gotta scoot here, so I
Okay,
gotta take
please,
care
yeah,
of.
I'll take
Gotta
care
tend
of
to
that.
Kira.
I'll give Whitney your email, man.
Thank
Okay.
you, Val.
Okay.
That would be very helpful.
I've
'cause
got
I'm not ready to
Whitney's
fall asleep.
channel